Hello, everybody, and welcome
Ladies
in
and gentlemen, if you are able
to the game tonight versus the Silver Spring Tacoma Thunderbolts versus the Metro South County Braves. In just a moment, we will be getting you the national anthem. So we will be getting the national anthem for you right now. We'll be back in just 30 seconds. With the national anthem concluding here at South County High School in Lorton, Virginia, we are set to go for some good baseball between the Thunderbolts and the Braves here at the Braves home stadium in South County. I'm Brian Alves, joined by Patrick Moran. Sam Bergstrom, our writer, will be joining us later on potentially as well. We're going to have a great matchup here between the North and the South divisions, the Braves versus the Thunderbolts. Both teams looking to turn their seasons around. The Braves coming in at 7-10 on the season. Started off 5-2 on a 5-game win streak after going 0-2, and then since then have been 2-8 with an overall record of 7-2. The Thunderbolts, meanwhile, started 1-7, now improved all the way up to 5-13, 4-6 in their last 10. So really, the Braves, the only team in the league right now with a worse current form. So an opportunity for the Braves to get back on track and the opportunity for the Thunderbolts to once again try to find their first possible back-to-back win game. And we're going to have a fun one tonight, Patrick. What are you looking for in this matchup?
Well, I think a good thing for the T-Bolts is that they're coming off momentum. I mean, Joey King with an electric walk-off against the Big Train, obviously they get really juiced up for those matchups. So the fact that they were able to pull one out in that game was really good after a long doubleheader. So I think they can start to take advantage a little bit. They're playing a team that's kind of more on their playing level. So I think just for them to focus in on this game and play above their weight class here, I think would be a really good sign for them overall.
Well, in the Metro South County Braves, looking at some of their stats, like I said, they started 0-2, won 5 in a row. Were at one point right at the top of their South Division, but since then been struggling at 2-8, 7-10 on the season. But we're going to get things started here with the Thunderbolts hitting first, and Gabriel Pegues, the leadoff man today. Jonah Costa hitting third, and Gabe, who's been really on fire recently, is going to lead things off for the Thunderbolts. First pitch is in for strike one from Reed Little. And Reed Little, he is the starter tonight for the Metro South County Braves. He plays at Hampton-Sydney, and if those are unaware, that's Matthew Kim's school.
Interesting decision for Brock Hunter to put Pegues in that leadoff spot when I think he's been really comfortable in the 3-hole. So he's still sticking in the top third of this lineup, but for him to be the tone setter when Jonah Acosta has typically done that, those two are flipping their usual spots. So, maybe Brock Hunter's just continuing to tinker with the lineup. It is still fairly early, and, he can kind of just do whatever he wants.
And on 3 pitches, Gabriel Pegues goes down looking. Second pitch was a competitive swing that was down low in the zone, and then the third one just looked on for strike 3. First K of the day for Reed Little. And that's going to bring up Sam Camacho Jr. We'll have back-to-back Miami guys here with Camacho and Acosta leading off for the Thunderbolts. We'll quickly go over the 1 through 9 for the Thunderbolts. We just saw Gabriel Pegues. He's DHing, second for Samuel Camacho Jr. as the first pitch is inside for ball number 1 to Camacho. Acosta at right field is at the 3 spot today instead of leading off. Baker at the 4, playing center field. Griffin Puval at the left field at the 5 spot. Cutney at the 6. Gibbs at the 7. Perel at the 8. And Kai Schmelz are catching at the 9. There's ball 2 upstairs to Camacho. He's got a 2-0 count.
Well, we love to talk about the Sunshine State storyline with Camacho and Acosta. So, I mean, they're two very proud Floridians, or whatever they're called. And, of course, they just got Giannis, which is very exciting for the Heat.
Yeah, big-time news in the NBA as Camacho sees strike 1 upstairs. He gave a little look to the trying to figure out where that zone is early. And he'll do a 2-1 now. Little throws, and this one hits the dirt. And that's going to be ball 3. Three-one count to Camacho. Hitters count. Let's see how he faces against Little here. He swings for strike 2. Right by him. Little able to get that one to go. We'll get our first full count of the day. Here's the full count. Low for ball 4. Sam Camacho Jr. draws a walk, and we'll get the first base runner of the game for the Thunderbolts. Camacho hitting in that 2 spot. Haven't really seen him at the 2 spot this year, but he does his job and gets on base. And now Acosta, the guy who's known for getting on base, has a chance to advance him.
Nice at-bat there from Camacho to draw the full count walk and work the at-bat to his liking. And now Jonah Acosta's got a really good chance to, shift some runners around, and it's just such a different look for this T-Bolts lineup, and it's working so far.
First pitch to Acosta in there for strike 1. Acosta got the lefty-righty matchup against Reed Little. Reed Little did play for Metro South County last year as well. He's making his 2nd year with South County, and he's had a pretty solid season at Hampton-Sydney. He played in 2025. But in 2025, he had a 21.6 ERA, but only gave up 4 runs and 1.2 innings pitched, so very small sample size. And Camacho goes back to first base after a throwback from Little.
Brian, to me it feels like Sam Camacho could be on the cusp of a breakout. He can make some good contact. He did it yesterday against Bethesda, and if he kind of just stays the course, he could be someone that could turn into a real threat in the T-Bolts lineup.
Absolutely. I think I was seeing a lot of patience from him to start the season, and he was drawing a lot of walks to start, and then eventually those ended up being tough strikeouts, but he's really started to put the barrel to the bat now and mixing in the walks as well, as we just saw. This one very high and up for ball number 3 to Acosta. 3-1 count for number 12.
I think you meant to say barrel to the ball. You said barrel to the bat.
Yeah, barrel to the ball. There you go.
But, hey, when you make quality contact, you're going to, find good results.
There's ball 4. 2 walks early on for Reed Little. Sam Camacho moves to second. Acosta to first. And although he's not leading off today, he does what every leadoff does. And what he does best is getting on base.
That is the name of Jonah Acosta's game right there, just the on-base skills. He knows his speed. He's one of the top threats to steal in the Ripken League, of course. I mean, he is at the top. He is 3 ahead of Elijah Grant of the Alexandria Aces in the stolen base leaderboard.
First pitch to Cameron Baker, who's hitting at the 4 spot today. He sees strike 1. Good first pitch from Reed Little, trying to settle in.
Still no Caleb Sturdivant, which is a little sad. Hoping that he can get on the field as soon as possible.
Camacho dancing a little bit with the leadoff from second base, but another ball downstairs for Reed Little. 2-1 count. Excuse me, 1-1 count. Baker trying to look for that first run of the game for the Thunderbolts, driving Camacho in. Little's going to look back Camacho. Look back twice. A third time, and now he fires. Smacked on by Baker. This is double play potential. And out is Baker at first after the double play. Acosta gunned down by a shortstop to second at second base, and then over to first base for the double play. Baker just barely is out for out number 3, and Reed Little works out of first and second with 3 outs. We'll go to the bottom of the first just after a second of a word from our sponsors.
The Tacoma Torch, founded in 2019, brings laughter and a sense of fun to residents in the Tacoma Park and DMV area. The Tacoma Torch features satirical articles about the region that those with a sense of humor can appreciate. Send a headline or idea their way to tacomatorch@gmail.com and watch what they do with it. The Tacoma Torch is on the web at tacomatorch.com. Tacoma Torch, a proud supporter of your Silver Spring Tacoma Thunderbolts. Nando's Peri Peri Chicken on 924 Ellsworth Drive in Silver Spring is the best chicken in the world because it uses peri peri sauce. From chicken on the bone to wraps and sandwiches, along with salads and veggie options, Nando's is your choice for great food. And of course, they have a very special promotion coming up. For one night only, Nando's Peri Peri Chicken will be donating 40% of fundraising proceeds to the Silver Spring Tacoma Thunderbolts. That means every plate of flame-grilled peri-peri chicken that you order gives back to the community. It is a surefire way to support. Go to that location, 924 Ellsworth Drive in Silver Spring. That'll take place on Monday, June 29th. That is coming up, so get those, get your belly ready for some great chicken on Monday. It's from 4 to 9 p.m., that time frame. You can either order online or sit in at the restaurant. Just use the code Nando's2026 wherever you're ordering Nando's, and 40% of that order will go to the Silver Spring Tacoma Thunderbolts.
Well, after that nice promotion there for that night on the 29th, coming up soon, Patrick, for Nando's Peri Peri Chicken, we're back in getting ready for the bottom of the first action. And the arm tonight for the Thunderbolts, Zach Bortner, making his 4th appearance on the season. He's obviously coming from Frederick Community College. And at Frederick Community College, he had 3 appearances and started 2 games with a 1-0 record. 6.2 innings pitched, 5.4 ERA, 165 whip, and 4 strikeouts. But so far for the Thunderbolts this summer, he's had 3 appearances as well, 2 games started. Did take a loss, but had a very solid couple of outings. He's had 10 total strikeouts in 3 games. He's pitched a total of 10 total innings pitched. So he's gotten a lot of experience in, and he's ready to make his 3rd start of the season.
He's someone that's looked good to me, and he's getting the innings stretched out. So by the time this season's over, he could be pitching up to 5 innings. I really do see that potential in him to pitch half a game for the T-Bolts on the mound.
And the first guy up for the SoCo Braves is Nativ Matchlin. And Matchlin swings back here for foul number 1 and strike number 1. Matchlin, one of the league leaders in average. He's 2nd right now in average, but does have a smaller range with only 9 games being played out of the 17, but still very impressive from Matchlin. He's hitting over 460 right now on the season.
And very cool that he's a native of Israel. Such a fun story for him to be making his way stateside and playing summer ball.
There's strike 2 to Matchlin. 2-2 the count. Great pitch from Bortner. Bortner is going to have a tough time to the top of this order. A very strong top of the order for the Braves. But here's the 2-2. Smacked foul on the third base line. And stopped by the third base coach as he gets a little bit of a ovation from his guys.
Coaches always get that love. fielding the coach's box well. Make a nice snag on a hop. Sometimes they still got it, Brian.
The 2-2 again. In there, but just misses. Just a little bit outside for Bortner. We're going to get a full count. The lefty to the righty. Bortner fires. Swung on just over Bortner's head. At short, the play.
Wow.
Not in time as Matchlin able to run it out. At short was Colin Gibbs, who tried to make the play after it skipped over Bortner's head and just a little bit short. So that's going to be an infield single for Matchlin.
I mean, a phenomenal effort from Colin Gibbs. You can see the quality of athlete that he is on that play, just giving it such a good look, firing across the diamond as he was charging in on it. But unfortunately, just the speed of Matchlin is what made him safe at first, picking up that infield knock.
Now, Robert Kelly, arguably one of the most dangerous players in the league, has the most RBIs batted in this season with 22.
That's crazy in a 17-game pace. I mean, that's more than an RBI a game. There's a reason this guy's hitting in the 2 spot.
Bortner going to have to watch for Matchlin on first as well, as the second pitch of the at-bat is downstairs for ball 2. Looking at Robert Kelly, he not only leads the league in 22 RBIs in 17 games, but he's also 4th in average with a 429, and he leads the Cal Ripken League in total bases with 41 total bases. Bortner checking back to first, and Matchlin safe by a mile. Bortner trying to get back in this count. 2-0 the count. Man on first. No outs. Against the tough Robert Kelly. This one almost skips away, but a great catch by Kai Schmelzer. And speaking of, let's go over the defensive formation for the Thunderbolts. They have Zachary Bortner on the mound. Catching is Kai Schmelzer. Out in left field is Griffin Pouvel. Right field, Jonathan Acosta. Center field, Baker. And then in the infield, Camacho at third. Colin Gibbs at shortstop. Aiden Pearl at second. And we have Nolan Kutney at first. DHing is Gabriel Pegues. With a 3-0 count, Bortner gets his first strike in there. Big confidence strike there from Bortner, trying to get back into this count.
Well, he had to get me over strike in there, and that's exactly what he did.
The 3-1. Low for ball 4. And Robert Kelly going to walk here. And now first and second for the Braves.
Now you have to start thinking about, limiting damage. You don't want the situation to get too far out of hand early in this ball game. Schmelzer going to go out and talk to Bortner. It's so good to see Schmelzer taking initiative as a incoming freshman in college, being able to have the rapport with, upperclassmen on the mound, such as Zachary Bortner now that he's a rising junior.
Now Bortner, the guy on first and second, no outs. Throws just a little bit high for ball 1. Barely missed. And at the 3 spot is Julian Lemper Turkisher, or as he was written in the lineup, Turk.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm going to call him Turk because I think that's a cool nickname.
That is cool. As I said before, my high school choir teacher was Turk, so shout out Mr. Turk.
Side note, the USA playing against Turkey tonight in the World Cup at 10 p.m.
A lot of Turk.
Lots of Turk, but I'm sure that'll be a fun one. The U.S. already advancing to the knockout stage, topping their group. But back to baseball. 1-1 the count.
World Cup fever. I know it's taken over. Not for me, but for tons of people across the globe. Globe.
And this one smacked. It's going to drop in short, shallow left field, and home is traveling after a good throw. They're not going to get him. It's 1-0 Braves, and advancing to second is Kelly, and first with the hit is Turk.
Well, nice RBI single there, dumping it into left center field. Just put a good piece of wood on it and was able to drive in a run. Ashland was running hard, looking to score that run, and that he did.
Now the 4 spot, Colin Lott DHing today and hitting in that 4 spot as the DH. The first lefty-lefty matchup today. A great strike for strike number 1 from Bortner, looking to still get that first out of the game. He has Kelly on second, who only has 2 stolen bases so far this year, so not the biggest threat from second to third. This one fouled outside of the ballpark on the left base side.
You also have to consider that it is a lot harder to go from second to third on a steal as opposed to first to second.
Absolutely.
When you go from first to second, you're forcing the catcher to throw across the diamond, go all the way out to second base. I believe that's 180 feet. Or maybe 120 if the mound is right in between. Not sure.
The 0-2 was swung on and missed for the first out and the first strikeout for Zachary Bortner. He wins the lefty-lefty matchup against Colin Lott. And now, in the 0-1 ball game, the Thunderbolts have their first out.
Well, it was a great pitch from Bortner. He got that downward action on it and just put him away. I mean, the left-on-left matchups are always advantage pitcher. I mean, Colin Lott, no disrespect to him, but it's just going to be a tougher look for him as Bortner gets deeper into this game.
Aiden Albright up now, and he fouls off his first pitch. So Bortner producing a lot of foul balls. The contact outside of that shallow single has been pretty weak so far. And that infield single, the play was possible. So just got to make sure you're not walking these batters. Bortner just misses inside. 1-1 count. Now, with the guy on first and second, 1 out, the double play to end the inning is there. Albright looking to try to not make that happen, instead put one through the infield. This one's low. Good catch by Schmelzer. 2-1 the count. Bortner already 18 pitches deep so far in this first inning. Still 2 outs to go. He'd like to try to finish this one up as fast as possible. And that's a great start. Blowing it right by with a swing from Albright. 2-2 the count.
Well, he just simply couldn't catch up to the heater there. Just served as a buzzsaw at the top quadrant of the zone.
Bortner looks off Kelly at second and fires the 2-2. Got him looking. Strikeout number 2. Back-to-back Ks for Bortner. This one a backwards one. There's out number 2, strikeout number 2.
Well, Bortner just painted that pitch on the inside part. Great job by him to execute in a big spot. And, of course, the back-to-back strikeouts have been huge for him to get back on track here in this inning.
Kelly leaning off second, stays. Kai Schmelzer with a great stop with the first pitch to Matt Wright, the left fielder. And Bortner now with 2 1/3 innings pitched, 2 strikeouts, 1 ball, and an earned run. Looking to try to finish this off with potentially another strikeout as he lands strike number 1.
Another nice pitch there from Zach Bortner. And Matt Wright coming out of Ferrum College. He was a redshirt junior this past spring. He's from Stoneville, North Carolina. And, of course, he's a two-way. So his stats on his college website are for pitching. but here on the summer circuit, he's going to do both.
Upstairs, ball number 2 now. We got a good battle between these two. Bortner, as Patrick said, is starting to get deeper into ball games. Started with 2 innings pitched, and now his last 2 appearances have been 4 innings pitched, eventually trying to get to the 5, like Patrick mentioned. And taking off for the runners. This one slapped right to Bortner. He loses his glove, but gets it over to first base. No issue. And there's the 3rd out. We'll head to the top of the 2nd. But the Braves did get their first run of the game. Driven in by Julian Lemper-Turkisher, and Nadav Matchlin crossing home plate. We'll be right back in just a moment as we get to the top of the 2nd inning. 1-0 Braves.
United Therapeutics in Silver Spring develops pharmaceuticals and technologies that help patients in need of organ transplantation. United Therapeutics is guided by the principles of always striving to do the right thing and relentlessly pushing to always do better. As a result, the company was included among America's best companies by Forbes magazine. United Therapeutics in Silver Spring is a proud supporter of your Silver Spring Tacoma Thunderbolts. The Parkway Deli on 8317 Grubb Road in Silver Spring has been dishing up deli classics since 1963. The Parkway Deli is a family business, and their family loves to bring great food and service to yours. The Parkway Deli is open 7 days a week, 8:30 a.m. to 9 p.m. Monday through Friday, and 8 a.m. to 9 p.m. Saturdays and Sundays. The Parkway Deli on 8317 Grubb Road in Silver Spring is a proud supporter of your Silver Spring Tacoma Thunderbolts. I know I would highly recommend personally. Absolutely love eating there whenever I can. Live right across the street from me.
Reed Little, after going 3 outs in the 1st inning at the pitcher's spot, we just look at his season totals so far. He's made 4 appearances, his 5th one today. Started 3 games, 1-2 was his record. He's pitched 10 innings so far with a 12.6 ERA. Looking at his most recent game against Olney, he pitched 3 innings in a game that counted as a loss for him. He gave up 5 hits and 3 earned runs. Did have 2 strikeouts, but Olney was able to put together a pretty solid game in the 3 innings pitched. He let up about a run an inning. The Thunderbolts trying to see if they can put together something similar against him today, as it's going to be a really tough matchup with how good the Braves hitters are, especially the top of the order. But now, starting off for the Thunderbolts is Griffin Puval at the 5 spot.
Puval has just been camped out in that 5 spot all season long whenever he started, and he's gotten looks in both corner outfield spots. I think he can play center, but someone who was hurt for majority of last summer, I think the T-Bolts are trying to preserve him, and the Tools can play up in a corner.
Puval, see strike 1 go by him. Little fires. Puval makes contact. This one bounces up. Tough play. Safe is Griffin Puval. He beats out the throw from Matchlin at short. And Griffin Puval leads off the inning with an infield single. Wasn't the hardest hit ball in the world, but it was in a tough spot to reach. And Puval ran it out for the infield single.
I think that's just a true testament to Griffin Puval. I mean, he was legging out that single, and with such long limbs, he can kind of gallop in stride, and that's what he did. He went clean through the bag, and that was that. He had that base easily.
Now Nolan Cutney makes his first at-bat of the day at the 6th spot, and he swings through strike 1. The retriever looking for a dog moment here in the top of the 2nd. Thrown over, not in time to Puval, as he slides back in and gets his pants a little dirty.
Well, I know you're not from Maryland, but as a matter of fact, the retriever is the state dog. So the UMBC is named for a state symbol.
UMBC. When I think of UMBC, I think of Ryan Odom, and I think of the 16 over the 1 over UVA. But Nolan Cutney, now I'm going to think of him.
Yeah. Spent 2 months with him.
The count 1-2 after another swinging strike from Cutney. Seems like he's ready to tear the baseball apart.
I think he's due for a big swing. He's been taking a lot of big hacks, and at some point they're going to fall through.
Well, this time he check swings high. Had the hack ready, but great pitch by Little to strike him out. And that'll be the first out.
Maybe that's some announcer jinx there. Right as I was saying he was due.
He can be due and still get a hit.
Took an awkward swing. Yeah, I mean, I'm hoping he gets a hit later in this game.
Still plenty of time.
He hit 275 on the summer circuit with the T-Bolts in 2025. So,
Colin Gibbs fouls off his first pitch right over our heads. Goes into the parking lot, bounces around, and watch out for the cars in the parking lot.
I was going to say.
That was a little scary. My car is like pretty close over there.
Had that same concern in Alexandria, just heads up of the parking lot. Plenty of cars back there, although there is some space, so a player would really have to hit one foul.
Taking off was Puval, and oh man, he gets there safely, but the ball hits him right in the face as he's sliding, and not only did it catch him, but it didn't even hit his helmet.
No.
It got him on the front of his face. He seems to be okay.
I thought it was on his arm, elbow.
I'm pretty sure it caught his face at first.
Seems like he's okay, which is good.
Yeah, he does seem to be okay.
I think that's the important part.
He did steal the base, so he ended up – it was worth it.
It was. The ball was not securely in the glove, so, of course, able to swipe it. Whoa.
And that hit off of, I believe, the bat of Gibbs. Oh, okay. It looks like it hit his hand.
I think it did.
I don't know if they're calling that strike two or if they're calling that him to first base. We're still waiting.
I think the umpire might have the opinion that it hit him on it hit the knob of the bat. When I thought it got the hand, it did not sound like wood when it hit him in that area.
And the three umpires are going to discuss this. That's Colin Gibbs. We don't know whether he'll be heading to first base or if he's going to be staying in there with still an RBI opportunity with Puval at second. But we have one out here in the top of the second. And after some discussion, he is going to have to swing the bat as his guys are telling him, hey, show him your hand, man.
That's tough.
Show him your hand. You might be hurting.
Something that could be reviewed and looked at on a video replay, but, of course, there is no such thing in the Ripken League, so he's going to have to tough it out. I mean, that's a tough break for Colin Gibbs. I really do think it got him in the hand, and I think the reaction said it all. I mean, he kind of shook his hand as it hit him. So I don't want to jump to any conclusions, but I think I can let the facts speak for itself.
Little now with the 0-2 count. Pitches high. Gibbs sees that one up and out of reach. 1-2 the count. Nothing he was going to be able to do with that.
Of course, Colin Gibbs, on a more positive note about him, recently committed to the University of Delaware to be a Blue Hen. And, of course, longtime Ravens quarterback Joe Flacco was at Delaware as well, a long time ago in his playing days.
There's ball two. Down low and inside. And Gibbs started 0-2 in the count, and now he's got a 2-2 count. Still the RBI opportunity to tie the game for Gibbs with Puval at second.
Slowly but surely, he's making his way back, and seems like there's some give and take. South County Braves wanted that strike three, but instead it didn't get called.
This one called at the top of the zone for strike three looking, and Colin Gibbs is going to head out for out number two with the backwards K. And Little, once again, dealing with some adversity and doing a good job of getting through it.
Well, again, just a tough AB for Colin Gibbs. Probably should have been standing on first base, but instead making his way back to the dugout. And I'm 0 for 2 on the announcer jinx.
Now Aiden Prell, rocking number 34, is in for his first at-bat today. He is playing in second base. He sees his first pitch down low. Prell fouls this one off. 1-1 count for Aiden.
Yeah, Aiden Prell has not seen too much playing time, but Very intriguing when he is on the field. And I think there's a lot to be said about what Brock Hunter does as a head coach, still giving his guys opportunities when they're not swinging it as well. It could be really easy to just sit him on the bench and not have him play, but Brock Hunter just likes to give everyone the same opportunity.
Two on the count for Prell. Prell, it would be a huge boost to his confidence if he's able to come through for an RBI here with 2 outs. He sees ball 3 inside. Iden has an opportunity for a walk here, or he could swing the bat. The righty-lefty matchup favors him. We'll see if he could do anything with this pitch, and he's going to reach on a walk. Great at bat. Now we'll have first and second base with 2 outs for the Thunderbolts. We're going to get the top of the lineup back up as Gabe Pegues is back up, who struck out in 3 pitches in the first inning. Or excuse me, Kai Schmelzer is up at the 9th spot.
Yeah,
Gabe Pegues came out to take the stuff of Iden Pro.
Prell's hitting 8th, so yeah, Schmelzer rounding out the lineup. Pretty good guy to do so. Going to Gulf Coast State as a freshman. So he's probably the youngest player on this Thunderbolt squad.
First pitch swinging for Kai. Kai trying to be that guy. He's got an opportunity for the RBI. He sees pitch number 1 with the fouling strike, but Little looking to try to get out of this inning unscathed. This one bounces up. Kai tells his guys to stay here and not advance. 1-1 the count. We've seen there's a hack from Kai that's going to drive deep into the right field parking lot. But we've seen some great defensive plays made by him all season, and the bat has definitely been really solid against a lot of older players. As you've been saying, he's very young, and the experience he's shown at his age, his maturity, has been off the charts. But this time, Little gets the better of him, and he strikes out looking for strike 3. The Thunderbolts strand first and second base, and once again, Little gets away from some adversity. Bottom of the second, looming. Braves up 1-0. We will be back in just a second after some ads.
Silver Spring Jewelry is the Washington area's only complete jewelry store, with a staff of 13 jewelry associates and 8 goldsmiths. Now in 3 locations in Tacoma Park, White Oak, and Silver Spring. Family owned and operated since 1971, specializing in diamonds, custom engagement rings, repairs, engravings, and cash for gold. Go to silverspringjewelers.com for more information. Silver Spring Jewelry, a proud supporter of your Silver Spring Tacoma Thunderbolts. SkyPoint Federal Credit Union. They make banking simple. SkyPoint believes banking should be easy to understand, personalized, and focused on making the community a better place. Whether you're opening your first account or planning for your future, SkyPoint has the financial tools to help you hit it out of the park. SkyPoint Federal Credit Union. They make banking simple. Visit SkyPoint's branch in Silver Spring. More at skypointfcu.com. Federally insured by NCUA and an equal housing lender.
Well, 1-0 the ball game between the Braves and the Thunderbolts. Still extremely early. We're going to get to the bottom of the second. Zach Bortner ready for his second inning of work. For the Braves, they have a very top-heavy attack. Most of their runs coming from Nadav Matchlin, the 1 spot, Robert Kelly, the 2, Colin Lott, the 4. Other guys do their parts, but after going through that top of the lineup, we'll see how Bortner faces against this mid to bottom half. First off, though, the 7th spot, Caden Behan.
Well, Brian, I think that's the way it's supposed to be. I mean, you're supposed to be depending on your, meat of the order per se.
I
and
just
that's
mean in
really come through.
in context to the Thunderbolts or other teams.
No.
They do have more runners. They do have, I guess, more of a heavy load from that group than, say, the Thunderbolts. Have a little bit of a better mix.
Makes sense.
I mean, when you have a guy like Robert Kelly hitting 22 RBIs, that'll do it. 0-1 the count.
1-1, I believe.
To Behan, but after just seeing that ball, it's 1-1.
Yeah.
Bortner dealing with another righty. Only one lefty in the lineup today, as this one skips by Kai Schmelzer. No damage done, no one on base. But the only lefty in the lineup is Colin Lott, who is a really good hitter, but did strike out against Bortner. But Bortner's going to have to deal with righties the rest of the way. 2-1 the count. Make that 3-1. This one is inside upstairs. Swing and a miss drawn from Bortner. Full count. That's a great competitive pitch by Bortner to even up the count, and now we'll have another full count. Big pitch looming. Swung and missed. And Bortner with a huge first at-bat of the inning. That's out number 1 and strikeout number 3.
And huge there by Schmelzer to secure it in the glove as foul tipped into the mitt. And he's saving his pitcher who knows how many pitches by securing the strikeout for him.
Yeah, I mean, it's just unreal how great of a defensive catcher he is at his age. Now up is James Robinson. And J-Rob sees ball 1 low. Bortner pitches. Nicely held by Schmelzer, but just a little low.
Bortner with Frederick Community College in his collegiate career. They made the JUCO World Series, I believe.
And swung on from Robinson. Gets through between short and second base. And there's the first base runner of the inning for the Braves.
Just a nice piece of hitting, and I think they're going to bring in a pinch, or the designated runner here in this game, and that is going to be number 2 for the Metro South County Braves, Ben Robinson.
So James to Ben. Ben Robinson, James Robinson.
Wonder if that's just a coincidence or if they are related.
Bortner throws this curveball low. It skips in the dirt for ball 1 to Christopher Crease Jr.
Where he goes by Chip.
I like that. Chip Crease Jr. That has a ring to it.
It does. Nice and short.
Bortner looking off first base, throws the pitch. Strike 1. Kai Schmelzer doing another great job of holding that one. And Chip wasn't a big fan, but he's going to have to deal with it. 1-1 the count.
No head taps in the Ripken League on the ABS. Yet, I should say. But I'm surprised that Crease is hitting this low. He's hitting 283 on the summer. 15 games.
Maybe that's just a diamond in the rough of the lineup where a guy's just producing a lot better than you would originally think. And he's at 283, like you said, that low in the lineup is very impressive.
Or maybe they feel like he's an extension of the top of the lineup, because some managers can view that 9-hitter as someone who turns the lineup over really well and just makes, you know, the top 3 a top 4 in a sense, depending on how the game shakes out, where the lineup goes and such.
And we've seen that for the Thunderbolts. The 9-hitter usually pretty solid in their lineup. Today the 9-hitter for the Thunderbolts, Kai Schmelzer. Bortner Got the 2-2 count, ready for another strikeout pitch potentially. Already got 3 on the day. His stuff is good stuff. The 2-2 count, throwing inside for ball 3. And the Braves doing a good job of getting these counts full. Definitely having good eyes for the most part outside of that backwards K.
Chip, a native of Alexandria, Virginia as well.
Shout out.
You just pumped your fist. You're an Alexandria guy.
And going on a 3-2 count was number 2, Robinson, but he's going to have to head back as that one was fouled. Of course, he'll run again.
Well, that's his one job today, just to run. So I'm sure he's got no problem with however many times he feels like he can steal and has to go back to first like that.
Bortner will do the 3-2 again, settles himself, deals, swung on for another foul ball. Great battle here. And the Braves doing a good job of keeping Bortner working.
Got to stick in this at bat if you're Zach Bortner. Just put him away. Make your pitch when a hitter is going to be annoying at the plate. Just prolonging an at bat when you don't necessarily want it to be that way.
Well, this time it's upstairs for ball 4. The runners will advance. Robinson to second. And first base on the walk was Chip Crease Jr.
Now that turns over the top of the lineup, and exactly what I'm saying. I mean, you got 1 out in this inning, runners on first and second. The bottom of the lineup just extending the top of it. So now the Metro South County Braves are in a really good spot to add on to a lead early.
Nadav Macklin back up. He scored the only run so far for the Braves, and he singled on that infield hit to shortstop. Now with the speedy guy at second and the courtesy runner of Robinson. Got to be careful here with the lead-up guy on, who is hitting second in average in the league.
And he's fast in his own right at the plate.
And a great pitch by Bortner as he gets strike 1 swinging. Competitive pitch. Macklin wanted that one, but was just a little too slow. 1-1 the count. Bortner looks to second. Again, deals. This one skips away from Schmelzer, and to third goes Robinson. And to second goes Chip Crease.
That pitch just went on a tough hop there. Schmelzer couldn't quite block it up the way he needed to, but great effort. And at the end of the day, the ball is still kind of deadened. It really didn't hit the backstop, so it was clear that he made a great attempt to block it, but it just trickled a little bit too far to the first base side of the backstop, near the on-deck circle, as a matter of fact.
Inside for ball 3. 3-1 the count now to Nadav. Nadav Macklin, like I said, started us off in the bottom of the first with a single and came around home base. This time he check swings and goes. That might have been a strike anyway.
I think it was. Yeah. I mean, I don't think there was any appeal on that, but
he definitely went around.
The home plate umpire just pointed and made that call himself, and I think it was quite easy. The pitch was a strike. It was in the zone, as well as the hitter clearly broke the plane in terms of a check swing.
This one smacked by Macklin, and he's going to get 2 RBIs potentially with a great throw to home, but over. And Macklin going to stay at second, but he's got a 2 RBI double.
Well, he just kind of dumped it in the right field. You know, put the ball in play. Good things happen. It doesn't have to be hit hard. But he did the job anyway. That's going to be a 2-run single. And, of course, able to take second on the overthrow. And, again, that's just what the bottom of the lineup can do. It can lengthen the top of the lineup. I can't say it enough. And you're seeing that on fine display here.
Now, with Mocklin on second. Going to get a mound visit here to see if Bortner can focus up for Robert Kelly. Robert Kelly, as he mentioned, leads the league in RBIs. 22 on the young season in just 17 games. Averages over 1 a game, and he has an opportunity for his first one right here. The Thunderbolts, of course, trying to get out of this inning. Just 1 out so far, but they really still trying to get that back-to-back win for the first time this season. Bortner looks off Macklin. Throws the pitch. And it rainbows in there for strike 1. Great pitch from Bortner.
Well presented by Schmelzer as well. That can't go underestimated. That skill is still prevalent in the Ripken League, with catchers being able to frame and make a pitch look good. And Schmelzer able to bring it up.
Swung on by Kelly is fouled to the third base line. Strike 2, 0-2 the count. And Kelly, of course, walked his first time around, but was stranded on the base paths after his teammate Mocklin went home. Bortner looking for that 4th strikeout of the game right here. 0-2 count against arguably the best hitter in this league. Bortner pitches, fouled off, and you can really hear the oomph from Robert Kelly right there as he fouled that one off with emphasis. And that one hit a truck, according to our journalist Sam Bergstrom.
Okay. Well.
And at least it hit off the ground.
I was going to say, not as much impact on the vehicle, fortunately.
It's funny until it happens to your vehicle.
That's right.
Swung on as Kelly. This one is going to go immediately into the gap, and there's that RBI that we were just talking about. Macklin scores for the second time today, and Kelly now, the league leader in RBIs, gets another one and does a little dance.
Oh, he just struck that ball to the gap. How about it? His first base coach told him to give a look at second, and he did. He drove in that run with authority. It is now 4-0 Metro South County, and he continues to stack up those RBIs to keep him at the top of the leaderboard.
And, I mean, as we were saying, not only is he first in RBIs, but he's first in total bases as well. So that's how you know he does more than just drive guys in. He's always on base. 4th in the league in average as well. Bortner high for ball number 1. And this one just been tough for him against a really good hitting Braves team that now have 4 across in the second inning. It's Julian Limper Turkisher, I'm going to call Turk. It's 1 for 1 right now with an RBI. And there's strike 1. Still 1 out in this second inning. Robert Kelly on second base. He's been dangerous. Bortner gets a swing and a miss. Great pitch. Now it's 1 ball and 2 strikes to Turk.
Bortner stuff can really play as long as he's around the zone with it. He definitely knows how to keep hitters off balance. It's just a matter of, executing a little bit more.
Bortner deals low. Ball 2, good eye from Julian Lemper Turkisher. I think, the Braves and the Thunderbolts with a good uniform matchup. I will say the Thunderbolts in that light blue with the red across the lettering, and the Braves in that dark blue with the American letters. Inside at the feet. 3-2 the count. Another full count. A lot of counts gone full so far today. Here's another example early in this game.
I think we call that royal blue that the Thunderbolts are rocking with the red text, and Of course, Metro South County, navy blue with pinstripes, or white pinstripe piping on the jersey with the American letters, as you mentioned. Ooh.
Camacho with a great play. Gets it over to first and out. And Peter Kelly, excuse me, not Peter Kelly, that's our broadcaster. Robert Kelly attempts to steal third, and as he was already going, Camacho almost tagged him on the base pass, but instead makes a great play to third, from third to first for the second out. And now Conlon Lottup, who Bortner struck out earlier today.
Such a clean pick from Camacho, and it was tough. I mean, the runner was running in the face of him on that play, so for him to charge in, have the poise to scoop it on a hop, and complete the throw to Cutney, who almost had to dig it out in his own right, definitely stretched to complete it, and a really nice job by the corner infielders.
Strike one off the foul tip, and Lott trying to avoid his second strikeout in this early game. Still an 0-1 count, but the lefty-lefty matchup, Bortner took advantage of it the first time around. And there's strike two just like that. Seems like he really does get a lot more comfortable against those lefties naturally.
Right, and that's just something that lefties are going to be comfortable with on the mound, going left on left. Because typically the breaking stuff is going to break away from a left-handed hitter as opposed to a righty who's going to have it breaking towards him.
And this time Lott sees ball one a good bit outside, left-hand side of the plate. Colin Lott with the opportunity to drive in Robert Kelly. And there's strike three looking.
Painted.
Lott goes down on strikes once again. The backwards K from Bortner. The Braves did put three across. 4-0 the score, but Bortner with 4 Ks as well. He just hit around his 60th pitch of the game in just the first 2 innings, but he does get those 3 outs, and the Thunderbolts going to have the opportunity to get some of these back in just a second.
Ben Norkin of Ben Norkin Architecture at 7204 Trescott Avenue in Tacoma Park, Maryland, helps people turn their dreams into their new forever home. Whether it's a renovation, addition, or a new home, Ben will assist you in picking colors and finishes. He'll explain building codes, zoning requirements, and materials that stress energy efficiency. Ben Norkin of Ben Norkin Architecture at 7204 Trescott Avenue in Tacoma Park, Maryland, a proud supporter of your Silver Spring Tacoma Thunderbolts. The AFI Silver Theater and Cultural Center in downtown Silver Spring presents the best in American and world cinema. They show classic American mysteries from the black and white era, as well as the most modern digital content from around the world. The AFI Silver Theater also features filmmaker interviews, panel discussions, musical performances, and more. The AFI Silver Theater at 8633 Colesville Road in Silver Spring is a proud supporter of your Silver Spring Tacoma Thunderbolts.
All right, back in. Reed Little ready for his 3rd inning of pitching. Top of the 3rd. Braves with a comfortable 4-0 lead. 3 of those coming just at the bottom half of that 2nd inning. And the Thunderbolts going to do their best to try to stick in this one.
Now that the T-Bolts have 1, 2, 3 coming up, be a great time for the guys to start rallying and pick up some runs.
For the 2nd time around is Pegues. He's leading off. He sees ball 1 low and scattered away. He's 0 for 1 after he struck out on 3 pitches to lead the game off, but recently he's been a brand new hitter, and he swings one that
it's gonna fall.
Drops in between right field and second base, and there's, just as I was saying, a single from Pegues. And the leadoff man gets the leadoff hit.
Well, Pegues is a guy who really got a starting job to open the season and hasn't let it go, and that is not too common for Brock Hunter, who loves to mix guys in and out, see what he has in terms of the talent on his roster. Pegues is someone, he's just penciled into the lineup pretty much every day. Maybe he's missed 1 or 2 days for, off-day purposes, but other than that, he has been excellent in the top third of the lineup.
And I think he deserves some all-star shouts. I hope that he's included in that all-star game. He's been having a really solid season. And now Camacho at the 2 spot drew a walk his first time up, and now looking maybe for that first batting appearance to be a hit, as he's still 0 for 0 with the walk. Reed Little deals high for ball number 1. 1-1 the count. But Little about 40 pitches in, giving up 3 walks and 4 strikeouts. And he's had a pretty solid outing so far. Looking at his outings on the season, he had a 12.6 ERA, so he's definitely settling in. As taking off is Pegues, he's going to get there safely.
Not even close. That's going to be Pegues' 10th stolen base on the year. He climbs that stolen base leaderboard that we've talked about on countless occasions. He has just hit so well in 290 on the summer, and I think it has to be him and Acosta, right, for the All-Star love?
I think so. I think both of those guys got to be getting some shouts. And Gabe, like you said, a staple in this lineup. Same with Acosta. Both guys, dangerous players. Camacho hits this one to left to third base, and it's going to get him just barely as the third baseman makes the play for the Braves. It was, looks like Robert Kelly, Mr. RBI leader. Robert Kelly took his time with that one and still made a great throw from third to first.
So strong from across the diamond for Robert Kelly, sticking with that ball. And, of course, the T-Bolts don't get Gabe Pegues moving to third on that play because it was hit there. So
now Little with 1 out down. Going to have to deal with a tough Gabe on the base paths. Acosta hits this one right to first base, and that might be the nicest, easiest play that first baseman will see. Caden Behan was happy to see that one roll right to him. Unlucky for Acosta. If that one was just a little bit further left, that would have gotten through for a base hit.
Well, regardless of that, Jonah Acosta's had a great summer so far. So much so that he's played everywhere. Third, short, second, all 3 outfield spots. And I don't know if you tuned in on the broadcast last night, but this is Jonah's first time playing the outfield in his baseball career. So, I mean, the bat is just so good. He makes such a important impact on this lineup that Brock Hunter is willing to put him wherever.
There's ball number 1 to Baker. Cameron Baker trying to get that first run for the Thunderbolts. Going to have to put one in play for Pegues to get home. Baker rocking number 42, playing at center field. He watches that one in for strike number 1, takes that one cleanly, 1-1 the count.
It's maybe the only time you ever see a baseball player wear number 42, of course, because that number is retired in Major League Baseball for Jackie Robinson. So,
great catch there.
Nice block
by James Robinson, as that one almost went between his legs for ball 2, but he was able to hold it. That would have sent Pegues potentially home. He's over at third now off the stolen base.
Well, it's catching fundamentals. You just put the glove right in between the legs, protecting the area you don't want to get hit, of course. And
there's ball 3. Pegues going to scramble home, catches him off guard, and there's the first run of the ball game for the Thunderbolts, and it couldn't have come at a better time.
Well, it's just a phenomenal read by Gabe Pegues. He saw it, and James Robinson behind the plate couldn't find it. So he scampered home, had no hesitation, no regrets about making an attempt there, and it paid off. So T-Bolts are on the board. Maybe they can get a few more here.
Swung on, tapped foul by Baker. 3-2 now. It just felt like almost every at-bat has gone the distance in this game. We've seen so many 3-2s so far today. Another one coming now. both hitters on both sides of the teams doing a good job of running up these pitch counts. So Baker going to do the 3-2 here with with 2 outs. The opportunity to get on first base. But he swings and a miss with a great fastball from Little. Blows it right past him, but Little does surrender his first run of the game. 4-1 the ball game. Pegues goes home off of the passed ball that went in between the legs of catcher James Robinson. We'll head to the bottom of the third. It's a 4-1 ball game. Braves ahead by 3.
Koa Sports in Gaithersburg, Maryland is committed to shaping kids' lives through sports. Koa Sports aims to develop each child to their full potential as an athlete and as a person. They also help your student athlete in the classroom, on the playing field, and everywhere in between. Learn more about KOA Sports at koasports.com. Koa Sports is a proud supporter of your Silver Spring Tacoma Thunderbolts. Parkview Capital believes your financial strategy should reflect more than the numbers. It should reflect you. As a trusted investment advisory firm, Parkview Capital partners with individuals and families to build and protect wealth. Parkview Capital personalizes strategies rooted in your values and long-term goals. Whether you're growing your portfolio or preserving a legacy, Parkview Capital crafts a clear, customized path to your financial future, one that evolves with you. Parkview Capital, a proud supporter of the Silver Spring Tacoma Thunderbolts.
Well, Patrick, bottom of the third inning. This is Brian Owls and Patrick Moran. What are you seeing so far? What do you think led to that third inning, or I should say second inning, 3 runs for the Braves? What do you think was going well for them offensively, and what do you think Bortner has to do to get back on track here?
Well, I think the Metro South County Braves were just seeing it well. They were striking it really well into the gaps. We saw that with Robert Kelly, and they were able to run the bases well. So just a lot of things clicking for them offensively. And unfortunately, we're not going to get to see Zach Bortner. We're going to get Vincent Anzadeh into this ball game. I don't know why Bortner is pulled.
I think it was the pitch
getting
count.
Pulled at this point.
I want to say the pitch count ran high.
That would make sense. That would be my only guess, because I don't think he got hurt.
So looking at Bortner now that his day is done, he pitched 2 innings, gave up 5 hits, 4 earned runs, 2 walks, 4 strikeouts, 2 strikeouts looking, and that pitch count did get to 63.
Okay.
So definitely one of those situations where you just want to make sure that you don't get him pitching too many pitches.
Mm-hmm.
And Bortner, excited to see what he can bring next time up. But moving on now to Vincent Anzadeh. Excited to see what Vincent can bring for the Thunderbolts. He's going to have a 4-1 lead to try to keep hold for the Thunderbolts to try to come back.
Yeah, perhaps, head coach Brock Hunter just felt like it wasn't worth Bortner going deeper into this game. 63 pitches through 2 innings is quite a number, and giving up 4 runs at the same time, you just don't want to put any more stress on that kid's arm or on the brain, that, if you will. The T-Bolts will go to the bullpen that has been used quite a bit, so they're going to have to really step it up in a lot of ways here in a long stretch of baseball.
And Bortner did have those 4 strikeouts, so the stuff is there, and he'll get another opportunity, hopefully soon, to show it. But first, leading off is Aiden Albright. He immediately hits this one to short, and not able to make the play is Kutney. He is going to stay at first. I thought he was going to take off for second, but Albright, it would have been a tough call whether he was safe or out, but regardless, Kutney couldn't bring it in off a tough throw from Baker. Or excuse me, not Baker, but Colin Gibbs.
Well, the throw was a little bit low. Kutney had to stretch for it and perhaps dig it out. He just wasn't able to there. So maybe with a bit of an elevated throw, that play looks entirely different, and there's no runner on first.
Thrown back is Albright, and he is checked, as eventually he might be trying to look for second. He swung on that first pitch of the at-bat before we could even really talk too much about Vincent Anzadeh. But Vincent Already having to move on to his second hitter, Matt Wright. 0 for 1 so far today. And that's going to be ball number 1.
Kind of nice for him. He can just immediately flush the runner since he got on quickly. Now focusing his attention to the next man up.
Well, stealing second is Albright, and he got there with no possible chance of being gunned down. Schmelzer is able to keep that one from going behind him, which could have had him going to third. But standing on second is Albright.
Well, he's stolen the right pitch. Was well blocked by Schmelzer, but couldn't attempt to throw because it was just kind of in the dirt.
2-0 the count. Swinging. This one sits in center field. Moving to third is Albright, but he's going to be held. And now first and third for the Metro South County Braves. Early in this bottom of the third, it just seems like the hitting is just there for them today.
It absolutely is, and you know, Eden Albright, who went to third, he kind of had to wait for it to get down. Didn't know if Cam Baker was going to come in and make the catch. So the T-Bolts get a bailout here in this situation. But of course, you still got to due diligence on the mound and focus in on these next couple of hitters.
Anzadai throws for ball 1 low. And Vincent already has a man on first and third. 0 outs, so just looking to combine some outs here. Might have to give up a run just to get some outs together. As this one is absolutely smacked foul.
Could hear that thing on the off the wood bat, I should say.
Vincent Anzadai making his 3rd appearance on the season. He's pitched in 3 innings with a 3 ERA, a whip of 1.67, and 3 strikeouts in those 3 innings pitched. This one gets away from Schmelzer, but he's able to get it back. No damage done.
Didn't go too far, so runners couldn't get a chance. Definitely not Hayden Phillips on third, unless the ball takes a wide turn, gets away from the catcher, and maybe first with a better read to get it, but not that time.
Runner goes from first to second, but fouled behind with no possibility of stealing. Caden Behan struck out his first time up, and he's got a 2-2 count here. He wants to get in on the scoring action for the Braves so far. That's been very active. 4 runs and just 2.5 innings of work, really. The pitch swung on and missed. There's the first strikeout for Vince. Thrown back to third, trying to maybe get Aiden Albright, but regardless, huge first out of the ball game. Now the double play gets you out of the inning. Vincent Anzadai now going to face the catcher, Robinson.
I think that's the first out of the inning, maybe not of the ball game. I think this ball game already started, Brian.
Okay, yeah. You know what I meant. I meant the first out of his ball game.
Ah, okay.
And taking off for second and getting there safely for the Braves was Matt Wright. So now second and third. No more double play option. 2-0 the count.
Of course, you do not throw down as a catcher to second when runners are at the corners. So Matt Wright able to snag that base easily.
This one check swings but gets through. Really just an accidental play from Robinson is going to get an RBI. And he's got a smirk all over his face as he knows he was trying to hold back there. But the check swing perfectly put right between first and second base. And it goes through for the first run of the inning. And the first one given up by Anzadai, excuse me.
Well,
and just really something that you don't see every day.
Well, excuse me, James Robinson. He didn't even fully commit to that swing, and yet here we are. He poked it in the right spot. T-Bolts are kind of getting unlucky today with how Metro South County is hitting it. They've made some good contact, but they've also managed to hit some bloopers.
You got to flush it and move on if you're Vincent Anzadai. He's got Chip Crease Jr., who walked his first time up, Christopher Crease. The double play is back on the table now unless we see a steal here. The Metro South County Braves looking really strong here. Like I mentioned, 2 and 8 in their last 10, but surely not playing like it as this one's fouled off for strike number 2. 0-2 the count. Again, you really just see all different types of things in this league. The Thunderbolts 4 and 6 in their last 10. The Braves 2 and 8. Both of them kind of having similar struggles. But the Braves with 5 runs in the 3rd inning. Runner goes high. Throwback to 3rd. Oh. Barely safe is right. And the runner is going to be safe at 2nd. And not Ben Robinson. Or excuse me, it is Ben Robinson, the pinch runner for James Robinson.
Robinson squared.
Robinson squared.
Meet the Robinsons, great movie.
1-2 count. Anzadi looking for the strikeout here to try to hold off the runs. But this one, great. That's just a great catch by Schmelzer.
Yeah. Well over his head. That could have had danger written all over it, but well received by the backstop.
2-2 count, 1 out. Runners on 2nd and 3rd. Vincent deals.
Oh,
and this
wow.
one hits off the head. Hits off the head here for Chip Crease Jr., and the bases are loaded.
Well, that's why you wear a helmet, Brian. For moments like that, just hit straight off the dome.
We've seen that a couple times so far in the league this year.
Yeah.
If I'm counting, at least 3 times that I've seen that. But I haven't seen every game.
Well, you can't make it up. It just, there's some striping on the middle of the Metro South County Braves helmet, and it pretty much split the middle of the middle stripe.
And back up for the 3rd time is Nadav Macklin. Macklin's 2 for 2 with 2 RBIs and 2 runs, so he's had a lovely day so far for the Braves. And Anzadi trying to find a way to get out of this inning. That'll help. Strike 1.
Well, Anthony's just a young kid. I mean, he's going to be a freshman in college at Dominican University, so seems like he's got some stuff to work through. And this is the perfect place to do it. I mean, just get through the early stages of development at a collegiate level.
And caught. And throw back to first. Not in time. Almost a double play. The second baseman, Aiden Prell, making a really nice catch to get out Nadav Macklin and thrown over to Kutney at first, but barely not in time to get out the runner. Would have been an inning-ending double play, but instead we move on to Robert Kelly.
Well, it's a huge catch with the result just because no runners could move, but I thought he had the double play. I'm surprised he called him safe at first.
Popped up from Robert Kelly. Ball kind of scattering around and caught. And that'll be the 3rd out of the game. Robert Kelly, Mr. RBI, had the bases loaded and didn't get anybody home. So after 1 run comes through, it's 5-1. But Vincent Anzadi gets out of some crazier turbulence. And the Thunderbolts will have an opportunity to chip back into this lead, 5-1. Top of the 4th coming soon.
Dan Metcalf has long been a supporter of the Silver Spring Tacoma Thunderbolts. Now he's at a new location, the Finn Family Group of Perennial Real Estate. If you want to find that perfect home in the perfect community, the Finn Family Group is for you. The Finn Family Group believes in community, and they bring that sense of community when working with clients to find homes in the Silver Spring, Tacoma Park area. Call them today at 301-450-6999. Once again, that phone number is 301-450-6999. The Finn Family Group, a proud supporter of the Silver Spring Tacoma Thunderbolts. Athletic House on 18952 Bonanza Way in Gaithersburg is a promotional product distributor making mugs, pens, and t-shirts for advisors. The Athletic House can supply your company with every possible promotional product from 3,000 suppliers. With so many ad specialties available, Athletic House can help leave a lasting impression with your customers, and they will create long-lasting relationships with your clients. The Athletic House, a proud supporter of the Silver Spring Tacoma Thunderbolts.
Well, the Thunderbolts, down 5-1, did get their first run in the last inning in the top of the third. It was Gabe Pagase who came home off of really nice base running, really all around. He started off at first, stole second, stole third, and then came home off of a pitch that got a little bit underneath the catcher. And just a really good way to get a run across. The Thunderbolts going to have to do a lot more, though. The Braves hitting on all cylinders so far. Looking at the stats, 7 hits to 2 for the Braves. One error for the Thunderbolts, 0 for the Braves. And the Braves have scored in every inning so far. Back out for another inning of action is Little. He's going to face off against Griffin Puvo, who's 1 for 1 with a single. Outside for ball 1. Griffin with a good eye.
Puvo, the Ryder Bronco, out of the MAAC division. I believe they were a toenail away from making the NCAA tournament as a mid-major level program.
He's already up 2-0 in this at-bat. One of the best hitters potentially in this lineup on his day, but he's also great at seeing the pitches go by him. He's up 3-0 in the count, and he had that walk-off walk not too long ago, earlier in the week. Right now, he's seeing something similar, 3-0.
Well, he's absolutely got that potential. He just has so many tools in his belt. He can play a really nice outfield in 3 different outfield spots. Can hit the ball with some authority. I like his game a lot.
He's going to get into one here. This one driving back and caught almost at the wall in right field. Great power from Griffin Puvo, but Aiden Albright makes it look all right. Easy play for Albright, although that one had him dragging back.
Well, that was an absolute shot from Puvo. Right on cue. Maybe that was some reverse jinx. As I said, he could hit the ball with authority. He absolutely did it there. Right fielder had to track it all the way to the wall. And ultimately, Albright, who's out there, made a nice running catch.
Well, now up for the Thunderbolts, Nolan Kutney. He's 0 for 1 with the strikeout. Only his second time up. He's sitting at that 6th spot today, playing first base. We've seen him a little bit all over at this point, considering, but first base usually where he holds down. Ball upstairs. 2-0 count for Kutney. The Thunderbolts, in order to get a run, you got to get a base runner on, unless you smack one out of here. But a 5-1 ball game, looking for really anything, and Kutney saw something he liked, but this one fouled behind him.
Fouled straight back into the fencing, and Kutney has so much pedigree as a baseball player. Went to Pitt for a little bit, was a Pitt Panther, before transferring down here into the state of Maryland for UMBC.
Another foul. Kutney says to himself, dang it. He thought he had that one.
Well, he's right on it. He's just fouling it straight back. So he can get the timing figured out a little bit more. He's going to be splitting some gaps.
Another foul off, 3 in a row from Kutney. He's seeing it well.
He's on it.
And he's starting to time up that Reed Little tempo. But Reed Little really having his best outing of the season so far. No, only one earned run across, 5 strikeouts, 3 looking. This one is down low for ball number 3. Kutney with the 3-2 count. Great battle between these two.
Kutney's making him earn it on the mound for Reed Little.
And did he swing? He did not. He held back, and Little misses by a good little bit. Ball number 4. Kutney goes to first base, and there's the first base runner for the Thunderbolts.
Such a gritty walk from Nolan at the plate. Great to see him put in a good at-bat. And it looks like Colin Gibbs is going to be out of this game in favor of Matthew Kim.
Well, Colin Gibbs did get hit in the hand, as we mentioned earlier, and after that at-bat when he struck out, seemed like he was still in some pain. I think that might have something to do with the Matthew Kim substitution. And Kim, after seeing strike 1, sees ball 1.
I did see Colin Gibbs with an ice pack on his hand.
Yeah, that'll do it.
Seems like that's what's going to do him in. You're not going to take any chances on the summer circuit, and I'm sure they're happy to give the reps to somebody else. Not any shade to Colin Gibbs. He's playing great baseball. Probably one of the best players on the team, but to just give everyone an equal amount of playing time is something at the focal point of the Ripken League.
Wow. This one hit well by Kim. Kutney going to go to third. Oh, he's going to stay.
Wow.
Looked like Kutney was about to advance, but Kim smacks it all the way to third base, and it pops off of Kelly's glove. Hit so hard, Kelly wasn't able to bring it in. Had to get to his knees, but it bounces over him, and Matthew Kim, Matty K, as Patrick Moran calls him, gets a single. First and second for the Thunderbolts, 1 out. Iden Prell up to bat in an RBI situation.
Well, Matthew Kim right off the bench making an impact. Gotta love it, and that was a really tough hop for Kelly over at third base. Just hit right off the glove as he was about to, get down and grab it.
Strike 1 goes the way of Little. Gets that to the top half of the zone. Iden Prell did walk his first time up. Looking now to have his players run across the bases and see if he can get that RBI. But after 2 great pitches from Little that Prell looks past, he's in a tough 0-2 spot. First and second base for the Thunderbolts, 1 out. Prell in an 0-2 spot here. Little deals very high. Ball number 1. He didn't just miss by a little there, he missed by a lot.
Well, Prell coming out of Dickinson College. In my college's conference, the Centennial Conference. Someone I can get a head start on, looking at what he can do.
Prell got a good piece of it, but just skied it up in the air and caught his Kelly at third base. And Kai Schmelzer is now going to get his chance here. Second out of the inning for Reed Little, who's trying to get through 4 total. He's now 3 2/3 of the way there.
Well, it was loud contact by Prell. Just hit it straight up in the air. I mean, there was a significant thump off of his bat. When he made contact, it was just, an easy pop-up, and that's going to happen.
This one skips in, but a great catch by Robinson. As he helps out his pitcher, Reed Little. But Reed Little and Robinson been a great duo from pitcher to catcher so far for the Braves. Almost done with 4 innings of pitching and catching. Just 1 on the scoreboard so far. That one inside to Kai Schmelzer at his knees. 2-0 the count.
Well, they've been on the same page. 3 2/3 of 1-run baseball. That's a pretty good start in the Ripken League, in my opinion.
And there's strike 1 after a 2-0 starts the at-bat. Kai Schmelzer still waiting for that pitch to hit. He's being patient at the dish, and he's hoping that it pays off. He's got Nolan Kutney at second, Matthew Kim at first. Kai gets a piece of that one, but it goes behind him. Strike two.
So impressive that Kai Schmelzer can hang with some college veterans, per se. He's someone that doesn't even have any college statistics yet. This is his really first taste of collegiate ball. So quite impressive that he's getting out ahead of things, playing on the summer circuit.
2-2 the count, 2 outs. Swung on by Kai Schmelzer, and making the play is shortstop Macklin. And that'll do it for out number 3. He runs over to the second base bag and makes the play. It looked like that one had a chance, but the Braves doing a great defensive job of getting out of the inning. And once again, Little deals with some adversity and doesn't pay the price. 5-1 the ball game. We will head to the bottom of the 4th inning with a 0 on the top of the 4th. And it looks like it will be, once again, Vincent on the dish. We'll be back in just a second.
The Radio Tire Company on 9101 Brookville Road in Silver Spring specializes in balancing, repair, and installation of your car's tires. The Radio Tire Company has experienced technicians with a commitment to quality service, advanced equipment for balancing and installation, and comprehensive repair options. The Radio Tire Company on 9101 Brookville Road in Silver Spring, a proud supporter of your Silver Spring Tacoma Thunderbolts. Chuck Levin's Washington Music Center at 11151 Veers Mill Road in Wheaton, Maryland, has been serving Washington musicians since 1958. Chuck Levin's is a family-run business and is famous for instrument sales and its repair facilities for guitars, woodwinds, brass, strings, and electronics. Open Monday through Saturday from 10 to 6. Chuck Levin's Washington Music Center at 11151 Veers Mill Road in Wheaton is a proud supporter of your Silver Spring Tacoma Thunderbolts.
The bottom of the 4th, we move. 5-1 the ball game. The Thunderbolts have no problem of getting on base. But again, just a situation of bringing guys home. Reed Little doing a great job of dealing with the adversity that he's been dealt. He's pitched a total of 4 innings so far. 65 pitches deep, 5 strikeouts, 1 earned run, 4 walks. So not having the perfect game, but doing just enough to have a good outing. He's had a really good start. And the Thunderbolts having to deal with adversity. The Metro South County Braves have scored in every inning so far. 1 in the first, 3 in the second, 1 in the third. If the Thunderbolts want to get back in this one, they got to start putting up some zeros in the bottom halves.
Hey, you make an excellent point. The pitching's going to have to keep them in this ball game. And Portner with a probably shorter start than the T-Bolts expected. They had to dig into the pen a little bit earlier than they would have liked. So it's all going to be on this bullpen to step up and keep this offense in the ball game.
Well, Vincent Anzadai coming out for the 2nd inning in a row. He replaced Bortner. That run that he gave up last inning was not earned. And he's going to face Julian Limper Turkisher. Julian Turk, 1 for 2 on the night, 1 RBI.
Is this on your first team all name, might I ask?
I think the nickname is, but I think the full name, I can't give it to him. I think it's a little too long.
That's harsh.
Gotta be fair.
Turnip Seed is long.
But Turnip Seed isn't back-to-back last names though. It's
okay.
Like, and it rolls off the tongue. It's cool. It's fun. But I like Turkisher. But Julian Lemper Turkisher as a full name is a little long.
Okay.
That's my analysis.
That's quite an analysis.
Downstairs and skipped up. Kai Schmelzer able to hold it down. 2-2 the count. Anzadi looking for that second K. He's going to plant that foot and deal very high and inside. Ducking back is Julian. Julian Lemper-Turkisher playing center field tonight. And the Braves really just an all-around good game so far. As here's the 3-2, and it hits him. Takes it right in the left-hand side of his back. So regardless, that would have been ball 4, but instead, not only does he get ball 4, but he takes some pain.
Hit him squarely in the back. Right around where his number 9 is, and got to wear those for the team sometimes. And hey, the Metro South County Braves leadoff man on.
Now, number 3, Colin Lott, the only player that hasn't really gotten going for the Braves tonight. As immediately we're getting a takeoff for second. Throw a little late from Schmelzer. And that's going to be a stolen base for the Braves. As I was saying, Colin Lott 0 for 2. He was a strikeout victim twice to Bortner. New pitcher on the mound, though, in a situation that'll definitely be better for him, righty to lefty. He's one of the better hitters in this lineup statistically. Thrown on and too far to the right. Good catch by Schmelzer. That's going to be ball 1. 1-1 the count.
Matthew Kim is going to plug into the game at shortstop for Colin Gibbs. Pretty seamless, substitution there. Matthew Kim has a great glove at second, so that translates to shortstop no problem.
Anzadai upstairs for a high ball 2. Colin Lott, as I mentioned, having a good summer. He's 21 for 55 so far this summer, 382 average. So far, it hasn't been his night, as that's fouled off for strike number 2. 2-2 the count. But he's hitting over a third of the time on base for a hit. So far in 2 appearances, he's over 2, so I guess you could say that his statistical average would be getting a hit here. Anzadai looking to change that outcome. 2-2 the pitch. He looks off second base. He fires high for ball 3, and we'll do it again.
He was the only lefty starting in this lineup. And now that I look at it, he's one of 2 left-handed hitters in this game. Him and Jonah Acosta swinging it from the left side. But that's it. Everyone else is righty.
And this time he gets on base. For his 8th walk of the season, Colin Lott trots to first base. First and second for the Braves, and we're going to get a mound visit here from Vincent Anzadai.
Ryan Mariani's going to go out there and chat with him. Seems like Mariani's the go-to guy for Brock Hunter whenever he needs a mound meeting that is not himself. Of course, Brock Hunter managing the pitching staff and the bullpen, and the team itself. So Mariani seems to be the go-to guy, and he's someone that used to pitch for the T-Bolts as a player. So he really knows what pitchers can go through. Him and Dean Wandell, quite frankly, were rostered collegiate athletes for Silver Spring Tacoma, so they can kind of touch base with the players a little bit more on a personal level, which is nice.
Up for the 3rd time is Aiden Albright, who did get home after a walk last time up. He reached home base. He's 0 for 2, though, on the night with 1 strikeout. As first and second with no outs, this is another situation where the Braves can continue the streak of a run in every inning. It'd certainly be hard to get 3 outs without giving up 1. As there's ball number 1. Simply just a masterclass so far from the Braves in terms of offensive play style. They've gotten it done. 5-1 the lead. They've had 7 hits tonight and plenty of walks. As there is a downstairs pitch for ball number 2, 2-1. The sun has set here in Lorton, Virginia, with a beautiful skyline.
I was going to say.
It was really hot when we first got here, Patrick, about 5:30. It seemed like it was going to be an 80-degree ball game, but now we're chilling in the 70s, and it's a really nice night here in Lorton, Virginia.
Yeah, beautiful night. Gorgeous sky with the pink pastel shades and maybe some orange mixed in there. I love a good sunset.
2-1, swung on and fouled. 2-2 as this one gets out of play behind. Vincent looking for his second strikeout of the game, looking for the first out of the inning. And a strikeout would really do him a lot of help here. Not having the ball being put in play and keeping the base runner steady. 2-2, the runners go. And Kai Schmelz are not going to risk throwing it as Albright gets over to second. Excuse me, Albright is up to bat right now, but Colin Lott gets over to third. Colin Lott gets over to second, and Julian Lemper-Turkicher gets over to third. Excuse me.
Well, Schmelzer just kind of looked frazzled when it was a double steal. Didn't quite know where to throw the baseball, so made the smart decision to hold it. And a very successful double steal at that for Metro South County.
And on that 3-2 count, fouled off again by Albright, and it just seems like we've had so many 3-2 counts tonight. We've had so many pitches reach more than 5. This is no different. Vincent Anzadile here looking just to get that first out. The 3-2 hits him. Bases loaded for the Braves as Albright gets on base with another walk.
Well, that puts a runner on every square base. It looks like Brock Hunter is going to make a pitching change. And today's day is done. And again, young kid, he's just got quite a bit to work through, and really good that he is here in live action throwing for the T-Bolts. So we're going to get Franco Pistella coming out of the bullpen.
Franco Pistella going to make another outing for the Thunderbolts. Vincent Anzadi is going to come out, but the possibility of more runs coming across. And to say that this is a tough outing so far for the Thunderbolts would be a little bit of an understatement. The Braves really dominating in every category.
Yeah, the Metro South County Braves have kind of just jumped on the T-Bolts here in this one, and the T-Bolts haven't quite had an answer. Of course, a shortened start by Zach Bortner led to now 3 bullpen arms being used right now, or at this current moment in the game, through 4 innings. So the T-Bolts were in the midst of a tough stretch. It's not going to get any easier for them.
Well, for right now, we'll look at Vince's stats. But again, these could change depending on how things will go. But so far today for Vincent, we're looking at the pitching stats. Here we go. He gave up 2 hits, 1 earned run. Excuse me, no earned runs just yet, but we'll have to see how Pistella holds up for him. He gave up a walk, a strikeout, and he threw 40 total pitches. So just going to have to wait on how Pistella does here. But if we talk about Pistella, the left-handed pitcher with a really cool-looking pitch. He throws it sidearm sometimes. He throws it a little even lower than that at times and kind of just mixes around with it. If you're not familiar with a pitcher like this, it can be hard to really go against one. So I think if Pistella's hitting the zone, he could get out of this jam. Pistella was put in that really unfortunate situation the other day with an injury to Will Heiss. He came in, got the final out in that inning, but then had to keep pitching and really didn't get too much of a warm-up or a notice as Heiss was the starting pitcher and had to go out early. But he's back up today. This time, probably earlier than he thought again, but it's his turn with the bases loaded.
Well, Pistella coming out of Oberlin College. We're going to have to find out, can he play any instruments or sing? Because, of course, Oberlin, a very well-regarded music conservatory in Ohio.
Well, what I do know is that he can pitch. He gets his first strike right there. But he is in a lot of danger that he has to try to take control of here. 0 outs in the inning. 3 runners on base. He throws this one in the dirt. Ball number 2. Franco to right. Matt Wright, 1 for 2 on the ball game, has the opportunity to really blow this one open.
And of course, Pistella rocking the high socks pretty much on the daily.
Check swing. Did he go? He did not. Good hold off there by Matt Wright, who stays all right at the dish. Doesn't bring that bat around. 3-1 the count.
And of course, Peter and I looked at this the other day. Oberlin's mascot, the yeoman and the yeowoman, it is an albino squirrel.
Hit with the possibility of getting through, and it does. There's another run. The possibility of getting him out at the bag. Thrown over to the second. Oh, man. Lots going on, but 2 runs go across for the Braves. Wasn't able to get any outs as runners advance.
Well, they get the runner at home.
They did get the, okay, they called the runner at home. Couldn't see with catcher Kai Schmelzer there. But, okay, so 1 run comes through, and Kai Schmelzer gets the second out at home. So there's the first out of the ball game. Excuse me, of this inning.
Well done by the T-Bolts to cut down a run. A great relay home, and Schmelzer just able to put the tag on him. Really nice job. They've had a couple of those that have looked really good.
And Franco Pistella able to get that first out with some help from his defense. But now looking to get back settled. He's going to face off against Caden Behan, who's 0 for 2 on the night. So Caden Behan, one of the few Braves hitters that hasn't made too much of an impact offensively tonight, but has the opportunity right here with guy on second and third. Throw back to third, safe. Great idea from Kai Schmelzer. Looked like almost got the guy at third there in Aiden Albright, but Aiden Albright staying all right.
Well, quite literally, don't sleep on Kai Schmelzer. He can backpick runners with the best of them in this league. Giving it another look there.
Well, there's ball 4. Bases are backloaded for Pistella. It's a 6-1 ball game. And again, the Braves getting another run in this inning. None right there, but 1 run in the bottom of the first, 3 runs in the bottom of the second, and 1 each in the third and the fourth, but the fourth still ongoing.
And, of course, Anzadeh is responsible for the runner at third. So at the maximum, he's going to have 2 earned runs to his name if that runner from third does score in Aiden Albright.
There's strike 1 from Pistella, and strike 2 immediately after with a great pitch after Robinson tries to swing through it. Doesn't get any contact.
Albright having an all-right day. Saw it been on base twice with a single and a hit by pitch. Or maybe he wasn't all right after the hit by pitch.
Well, he was all right enough to stick in there. And Robinson himself is 2 for 2 at the plate. He's done a great job at catcher as well. And if he gets on, the other Robinson will come in for him to be his courtesy runner.
So, yeah, the Ripken League, of course, implemented that rule where catchers get that courtesy runner. But, you know, if they put the courtesy runner in the game as a legit substitution, they lose that privilege.
Well, after that one is fouled out of here, we'll do the 1-2 again. And the Thunderbolts looking for a couple of courtesy outs here. It's been a tough day defensively, but still plenty of time. Pastella with a great pitch. That's strike 3. Pastella with the backwards K. Robinson no longer perfect on the day. 2 for 3.
Well, he had 2 singles, as you mentioned, for 2 hits, but Pastella able to punch him out there. The stuff is not overpowering from the left side for Pastella. He only has so much height, but he can really just use command and, poise on the mound, locate his stuff where he wants to, and that's what's going to lead to his success.
Well, Christopher Crease, Jr., is not registered an at-bat yet with the 2 walks, but does have a run. He's done his part offensively by getting on base. He's in a 1-1 count. And let's see if he can do it again. The Braves, no stranger to base runners tonight. They've had plenty.
Well, officially, Crease has walked once, but he got hit by a pitch right on the top of the noggin on the helmet.
That might have left a crease in his head or his helmet.
I think helmets are a little bit stronger than that.
Yeah, I just wanted the pun.
Yeah, no, we're a puns broadcast.
Stella greatly held by Schmelzer, but good eye by the umpire. And as the dugout just said, good miss by Pastella. That's a competitive pitch that was just really well looked at by Christopher, and he just held off. 2-2 the count, 2 outs. The pitch. Another great hold-off. This one gets away from Kai Schmelzer, and home is Aiden Albright. 6-1 Braves.
Well, that run's going to go to Anzaday. Not able to keep it off the scoreboard. It was Pastella. It's going to went to the backstop padding that says Stallions here at South County. You said that this is a school you're familiar with.
Absolutely, yeah. I know a lot of guys that went to this school. It's about 15 minutes from my hometown of the Edison Eagles, where we play them. They weren't in our conference, but we'd see them about once a year.
That one was fell back into the screen as well. But of course, you did not go here. This is not your district, no public school. A little bit different.
And this one hit out to left field and caught. So Crease flies out to left field. That'll do it for the bottom of the 4th. But they do get another 2 across. The Braves being consistent on the bottom half of the scoreboard. 7-1 the ball game. We will be back up for the top of the 5th in just a moment.
Wild Bill Sports is all about travel baseball and fun. At Wild Bill Sports, travel baseball is the journey players take to develop skills, increase confidence, and grow with integrity, both on and off the field. Wild Bill Sports also promotes community engagement and giving back. Contact Wild Bill Sports at wildbillsports.com. Wild Bill Sports, a proud supporter of your Silver Spring Tacoma Thunderbolts. Jay Hollinger's Waterman's Chop House at 8606 Colesville Road in Silver Spring serves up Chop House classics, fresh seafood, Chesapeake Bay oysters, a raw bar, and hyper-seasonal local produce. It has one of the best bars in downtown Silver Spring, serving craft cocktails, beer, and wine. Jay Hollinger's Waterman's Chop House at 8606 Colesville Road in Silver Spring, a proud supporter of your Silver Spring Tacoma Thunderbolts.
Well, back up here in the top of the 5th. It's been all Braves so far. Metro South County is 2-8 in their last 10 games. They started 5-2 on a 5-game win streak early in the season, then hit a tough stretch, 2-8 in their last 10, but they've really dominated today, 7-1. And the Thunderbolts just trying to claw their way back into this one. We've seen some crazier comebacks in this league. But with the new pitcher For Metro South County, it's number 21, Gary Ahrens from Great Falls, Virginia in VMI. Maybe with a new pitcher, the Thunderbolts might be able to make some noise here. 6 runs down. They're definitely going to have to get some back, and the pitcher's going to have to hold their own. But you got to keep playing when you face a big lead like this. The only thing you can do is try to chip away.
Absolutely. You got to stick with it. You got to stay the course. And like you said, maybe the difference is just getting a new look, which they absolutely will from the left-hander. And this is a team that can hit well against lefties. Brock Gunner has that confidence in his guys. And there are plenty of righties stacked in this lineup. So, you know, he's going to have to navigate through some tough spots.
And now that he's all warmed up, Gabe Pegues is going to come around for the 3rd time. He struck out in 3 pitches in his first at-bat, but got that single blooper in between right field and first base. And he's going to face Gary Ahrens, who will be pitching for the first time tonight from VMI. Pegues rocking that number 10, and he really can do it all for this Thunderbolts team. He can run, he can hit, he can really field at a high level. I already said it earlier today, but I hope he gets an all-star nod.
Absolutely. And since he's rocking the number 10, playing center field reminds me of my favorite baseball player of all time, Adam Jones. He can do a lot of similar things. He's hitting in the top third of this lineup.
Oh, man, that one's crushed. Not even a chance to make the play. Pegues goes yard for the 2nd time this season. My goodness, right as we talked about an all-star nod, Patrick, this is a no-doubter off the bat. That had to have been at least 385.
Yeah, at least 360, because that's what it is in the left center area. And you know what, Brian? Adam Jones did that too. He hit homers out of the ballpark, and Gabe Pegues, with his 2nd of the season, just a phenomenal swing. Elevate and celebrate for the right-handed hitting outfielder, and that's only going to help his all-star case. I think him and Jonah Acosta, who's waiting on deck behind his Miami guy, Sam Camacho, you know, those two should be in strong contention.
Well, that was just smacked by Pegues. I mean, it was hit deep and high, and as I was just saying, he can do it all. He showed off the power. Now, 2-7, still a long way to go, but when you can get a run that quickly on your first at-bat, you have a chance to get back in a ball game. 7-2 the ball game. Camacho, 2nd hitter of the game in the inning, and 2nd hitter in the lineup today. He swings through strike 1, 1-1 the count.
And that homer for Pegues marks 8 total bases on the day for him, because, of course, he scored from third on a bit of a wild pitch.
Great eye from Camacho. This one skips over the head of Robinson. 2-1 the count. Camacho trying to keep that streak of good games together. He's really turned this season around towards his favor. Trying to keep that together. The Thunderbolts could use anything right now. There's another good take. 3-1 the count. Camacho has been patient today. He's 0 for 1 with a strike, with a walk. Excuse me.
Camacho, another PSAC guy, even though he's from Florida, competing up in Pennsylvania at the D2 level. PSAC, a really good conference in its own right.
Camacho with another great patient at bat. He'll take ball 4. The Thunderbolts have another base runner in Camacho.
Well, that's his 2nd walk of the day. So clearly he's had a patient approach at the plate. And that would have been nice with Pegues' homer if he had done that beforehand, but, you know, could be the kickstart of a rally.
This one high to Acosta for pitch number 1. Acosta, we've seen him all season. No matter who the pitcher is, righty or lefty, he's in the lineup today. He was a righty, but now with the lefty coming in for Gary Aarons, he's still a confident hitter against lefties.
It simply doesn't matter for Acosta. He's going to be in the lineup one way or another, and it seems like at this point he's not married to any position, so he's an everyday player as a utility man, which is truly fascinating. And he can just flat out hit. You throw any arm at him, he's going to find a way.
Aarons gets a pop-up from Acosta to third, caught by Robert Kelly. Here's out number 1. Camacho still sitting at first. Baker up now for the 3rd time. Cameron Baker 0 for 2 tonight with a strikeout. Still waiting on the Bake Show to get ready. Usually around this time, Patrick, the Bake Show is on and televised.
Well, you're absolutely right. We're waiting for him to shake and bake.
Cameron Baker sees the 2nd pitch high. 2 balls, 0 strikes.
Well, he may be a baker by trade, but this season he's been cooking with gas in the outfield. Just been a really nice player for the T-Bolts out of Indian River College. Spent some time in the JUCO ranks, hitting .256.
Oh, and what a play by Kelly. Was smoked by Baker. He makes the play and gets the double play. That one was smacked right to Robert Kelly. But not only can he drive and runs, but he can prevent them. He makes the play from 3rd all the way to 2nd, and then from 2nd to 1st for the double play. He had a Gabe Pegues bomb. It's a deep left field, but other than that, the Braves do their job. They get the 3 outs they need. 2-7 the ball game. We'll be back up for the bottom of the 5th in just a second.
Fetch Pet Care at 10111 Colesville Road, number 115 in Silver Spring is your premier in-home pet care service. From dog walks, cat care, overnight stays, pet sitting, and medication administration, Fetch Pet Care provides services tailored to meet your pet's individual needs. Fetch Pet Care at 10111 Colesville Road, number 115 in Silver Spring, a proud supporter of your Silver Spring Tacoma Thunderbolts. The Tacoma Torch, founded in 2019, brings laughter and a sense of fun to residents in the Tacoma Park and DMV area. The Tacoma Torch features satirical articles about the region that those with a sense of humor can appreciate. Send a headline or idea their way to the tacomatorch@gmail.com. Just for clarification, it is tacomatorch@gmail.com, and watch what they do with it. The Tacoma Torch is on the web at tacomatorch.com. Tacoma Torch, a proud supporter of your Silver Spring Tacoma Thunderbolts. Well, we'll head to the bottom of the 5th here in Lorton, Virginia, as the Metro South County Braves are hosting the Silver Spring Tacoma Thunderbolts. And they are winning by a score of 7-2 right now. Franco Pistella will be heading out to the mound for his 2nd inning of work. And it looks like we're going to have a substitution here in this game. T-Bolts are going to pull Marco Palizzi off the bench in favor of Jonah Costa. Very interesting decision. But the outfielder out of Millersville is going to get a chance. First pitch from Pistella here in the bottom of the 5th will be in for strike 1. Next pitch is foul tipped right into the catcher, Kai Schmelzer. At the plate is leadoff man Nadav Macklin, the native of Israel. He's arrived in the Ripken League, and he'll swing and miss. Tried to break for first on the drop third strike, but Kai Schmelzer was having none of it. Just immediately placed the tag on him, not giving him any chance for out number one. Next man up is Robert Kelly. So, of course, Bethesda inherited the bases loaded situation from Anzadeh. And the book is officially closed on the right-hander. Anzadeh threw 1 inning, 2 hits, 3 runs, 2 of which were earned, 1 walk, and 1 strikeout. That pitch is in there for strike 1. Bethesda has done a really good job of pounding the zone in this outing for him. That one's going to be grounded over to Camacho at third. He picks it up and fires across the diamond to Nolan Cutney for out number 2.
Well, and just like that, Franco with 2 outs. One of the best 2 outs I've seen from him all season. If he's able to get the third guy here, this would probably be the best inning I've seen from him all season. I'm loving the consistency, and I'm loving how quick he can kind of get through this order after what's been doing a lot of damage.
First pitch is fouled off by Julian Lemper-Turkshire, or as we like to call him, Julian Turk.
And I think the coaches call him that too. It was in the lineup sheet.
It was.
That's where I got the inspiration.
Yeah. It was on the lineup card that we got pregame today, so kudos to the coaches for coming up with that. As Julian kind of check swings at strike 2. That pitch just misses for Pestella, ball 1, and it seems to be a confidence thing for Pestella. He's been a lot more around the zone in this outing, as you mentioned. He's looked a lot better. Swing and a miss, strike 3, right on cue.
Wow.
The reverse announcer jinx as Pestella tosses a 1-2-3 inning with a smile on his face coming off the mound. He is hyped up for a great performance, and he's trying to pick up his teammates as well. Led at the top of the sixth after a clean inning from the Silver Spring Tacoma Thunderbolts in the field, and they will now pick up the bats to try and erase a 5-run deficit.
Nando Peri Peri Chicken. Nando's Peri Peri Chicken on 924 Ellsworth Drive in Silver Spring is the best chicken in the world because it uses peri-peri sauce. From chicken on the bone to wraps and sandwiches, along with salad and veggie options, Nando's is your choice for great food. Nando's Peri Peri Chicken on 924 Ellsworth Drive in Silver Spring, a proud supporter of your Silver Spring Tacoma Thunderbolts. And again, for 40% of the fundraising proceeds to the Thunderbolts on Monday the 29th, 924 Ellsworth Drive, get some Peri Peri Chicken and support the Thunderbolts. Ben Norkin Architecture. Ben Norkin of Ben Norkin Architecture at 7204 Trescott Avenue in Tacoma Park, Maryland, helps people turn their dreams into their new forever home. Whether it's a renovation, addition, or a new home, Ben will assist you in picking colors and finishes. He'll explain building codes, zoning requirements, and materials that stress energy efficiency. Ben Norkin of Ben Norkin Architecture at 7204 Trescott Ave in Tacoma Park, Maryland, a proud supporter of your Silver Spring Tacoma Thunderbolts.
Well, Gary Aarons, will go out there for a second inning of work, and of course, flashback to last summer when the Silver Spring Tacoma Thunderbolts were here. They made a comeback late in the game as they walked off the Metro South County Braves. And you're thinking, how is that possible? Because this is the home field for the Metro South County Braves. It was a makeup game, or a completion of a suspended matchup, if you will. So they made the T-Bolts come to Lorton, Virginia to complete the game. And they walked it off. Braden Foster, walk-off walk, who was here last summer as a T-Bolts first baseman. And now it'll be 5, 6, and 7 coming up in this lineup. I'm sure the kids at home are hitting the 6-7 emote. But Griffin Bouvel will lead off as the 5-hitter.
Do I count as a kid? I did the 6-7.
Well, you're a broadcaster. You're not technically viewing the game, and you're also not a child legally.
That's true.
So maybe there's some self-reflection needed there.
I'll take your advice.
But we got to have fun somehow out here. Poofel waits on the 0-1. It is a little bit low and in for a ball. Poofel was here last summer with the T-Bolts. Saw limited action due to injury, but that is going to be popped up into the parking lot. It'll take a couple of bounces. Thankfully not hitting any trucks or cars seriously. Now Pooful's got a 2-1 count. That's popped up. Bouvel running it out at first, but the catch is secured by Israeli's best, Nadav Macklin. Out number 1 here in the top of the 6th. So now it'll be Nolan Kootenai coming up. He's 1 for 2 on the day with a strikeout and a walk. Or I guess 0 for 1, officially speaking. And just like that, he'll take a ball upstairs. Courtney Rocker, the number 14, I would say is the best number out there. But hey, what do I know? Ball 2 to the retriever.
Yeah, I can't say I agree with that statement, but to each their own.
Everyone's got their own reasons, of course, for numbers, especially if you're an athlete, or just lucky numbers in general. That one's going to be down low for ball 3. Kootenai way ahead in the count, 3-0. Matthew Kim looming on deck. He immediately saw action in the game, picking up a knock. Kootenai waits on the 3-0, and he takes ball 4. So a 4-pitch walk, barely contested at the plate. Now Matthew Kim appears to be picking up that very bat and using it for himself. So Matthew Kim, who has bounced around a couple of schools, got his collegiate start at Gettysburg as a Bullet in the Centennial Conference, and then went over to Frederick Community College. And now he's with Hampton Sydney. First pitch, will miss for a ball.
And Matthew Kim did get to go against his teammate earlier in that one batting appearance where he smoked the ball at third. That being Reed Little.
He did face his college teammate. That's in there for a strike. So Matthew Kim is unfortunately in this game. Not unfortunate that he's getting playing time, but Colin Gibbs had to exit due to injury. So while it's great to see Matty K out here, we love him on the broadcast. So he takes strike 2. We're hoping that Colin Gibbs is going to be okay. I think it was due to the hand that was hit but not called and not risking anything. Head coach Brock Hunter pulling him out of the game. That'll be hit by Matthew Kim, and that's going to be a 2-hit day off the bench. He will go to second, right in the face of Chip Crease. And Nolan Kootenai goes to third in the process. And just like that, the T-Bolt veterans are starting to put things together, down 5.
Kimmy, there you go, Kim.
Mm-hmm.
2-hit ball game. First one was smacked to third this time. Just drops in nicely on the right-hand side of the outfield. Shallow, but enough time for him to really pick up speed and head to second base.
Both him and Kootenai were in motion. So both are in scoring position with one out. Iden Prell now with an RBI opportunity. A great chance for him to collect some RBIs if he can. Standing at 5'10" in the box. Bit of a smaller guy. He's only got 3 RBIs on the season as he takes ball 1. But it'll be a great time for him to come through. And I guess he's a lefty as well, so he's one of 3 lefties that's made an appearance in this game. Literally fouled off behind the netting over the Metro South County Braves dugout. Prell waits on the 1-1 pitch, sticks in the board. Swung gone in, missed, strike 2. Bit of a tough matchup for him with the lefty Aarons on the mound. And yes, we did learn recently that it is pronounced Iden. Very interesting. We learn something new every day, Brian. That pitch will be upstairs. Prell had to duck for a hot second there. Evens up the count 2-2. Prell has also scored 5 runs for the T-Bolts this season. He will hit a ground ball over to second. Chip Crease boots it. That'll be, I don't know what that's going to be scored in the book. It would have been a surefire RBI if he grounded out, but instead he's going to reach base. I think the T-Bolts are going to take it.
I think he should still get the RBI, right? Because he was going to get
I don't know. He probably does. I'm not sure how that works.
Guess we'll find out.
We are going to find out. But either way, it's a run for the T-Bolts, cutting the lead to 7-3. Puts runners on the corners, Matthew Kim and Iden Prell, 2 guys with some great speed, and they're going to go talk it over with Aarons on the mound.
So he is going to get an RBI in the score sheet.
Nice.
And I think that's deserved because
I believe so, yeah.
runner was already coming from third. Even if he does get grounded out there, there's no way they get the guy at home.
For sure. I do agree with you.
Just like that, 4-run game. It's not
over
out
yet.
of the books.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, we saw an 8-5 Aces Thunderbolts game in the final inning. 3-run game in which the Thunderbolts put together 14 runs in that inning.
Yeah, at that point, anything's possible. Next man up, Kai Schmelzer. He will take a strike. Prell will be safe. Chip Crease didn't know for sure if that call was correct, but Prell is in there with a steal.
That's huge by Iden Prell. A base hit, and he might be coming home along with Matty Kim. If they can get 2 guys home here, it'd be a 7-5 ball game.
Changes the whole dynamic, and it's the top of the 6th. So Schmelzer gets a piece of it. Trying to get out in front of that pitch, but it dive bombed out of the zone. Aaron's coming out of VMI. I really wonder what that's like going to a military institution, but of course, if you go to VMI, you are not obliged to enter the military. So kind of a hybrid type of school. As next pitch is upstairs.
And actually, I mean, VMI, a popular spot for this Braves team. They got 4 guys on the roster from VMI.
Swung on and missed strike 3 tipped into the mitt by Schmelzer, and a huge out number 2 for the Cadet. Also a mechanical engineering major is Aaron's, so clearly a smart guy. Probably smarter than us two. Sitting here just trying to make a living off of sports.
Chase your dreams. What can you say?
Yeah. Looks different for everybody, you know. Begis, who hit a homer earlier in this game, he's 2 for 3 on the day. Be great to see him come through with a clutch base hit, potentially to score 2 runs.
I mean, it was a bomb, too. That one was way out of here. And this was against Aaron's as well, so.
Yeah, he graded him rudely. There was no doubt about it. That pitch is upstairs.
That was his first batter that he had to face.
Yeah.
So, a little bit of a deja vu here.
Julian Lemper-Turkshire just watched it fly. And you don't see that too often in the Ripken League.
It was comfortably gone.
Begis in a hitter's count, 2-0. Swings and misses for a strike, trying to leverage that count. Maybe he was waiting on something to hit.
Oh, yeah, you just know he wants to rip one here.
We are banging the table for him to be an all-star. Well, not literally, because this table that we are on is a little bit fragile, but you get the point. He will take strike 2.
And this is a huge at-bat, 2 outs. Guy on second and third. If you want a lifeline in this game, this might be it.
This is absolutely the chance. There's no doubt about it. You make a great point, Brian. 2-2. High and away, ball 3.
Then again, if Gabe walks, Camacho with the bases loaded might even be the biggest at-bat of the game.
That would be in the hands of Sam Camacho Jr. But all he can do right now is wait on deck. The 3-2. Ball 4. And Matthew Kim will score.
Well, it might have helped if that was 2-2 and that ball went.
That one was just near the gap in the Metro South County Braves dugout. Matthew, oh, they're going to call him back.
Yeah, I guess because he sprinted on a dead ball.
Interesting.
Yeah.
That's tough.
That's an interesting one. Well, bases loaded, and Camacho does get that opportunity.
So, Aaron's did have the base open. Camacho takes ball 1. T-Bolt's taking it 1 pitch at a time right now.
Camacho's already worked 2 walks. Another one here would at least bring in an RBI walk, which would make it a 3-run game. But opportunity to do some real damage.
That pitch is low for ball 2. We're starting to get some 2025 vibes in this spot. As Camacho jumps ahead in the count, bases are loaded with 2 outs. T-Bolts trail 7-3. Of course, it's not a 1-run situation, but T-Bolts have a chance to jump back into this game. As that pitch is inside ball 3.
Camacho just 1 ball away from an RBI and his 3rd walk of the game. But at the same time, now you're going to get a challenging pitch. Do you lay off it, or do you attack it?
I think with no strikes, he does not have the green light, as would not any hitter. And there you go. There's ball 4. Matthew Kim will score either way. And the runners go station to station.
Well, what a laid-back day for Camacho at the dish. Just kind of waiting for a pitch to hit, and so far today he hasn't really had one. But it's worked in his favor. 3 walks today. He's gotten on base 3 out of 4 times tonight. And that's just something that you love from your third baseman. 4-7 the ball game. Bases loaded. Watch out, Metro South County.
They will take errands out of this game. A bases loaded 2-out situation. So the T-Bolts are in a really good spot right now to make it even closer to 7-4, only a 3-run deficit coming in. And it'll be Marco Polizzi, who came into the game as a substitution. He is going to have the chance, the Millersville Marauder, who's a rising junior up in Pennsylvania. So the Metro South County Braves are going to make a call to the bullpen.
And you know, Patrick, I think I just made a call to the bullpen as well. My voice, I've been trying to clear it all game. And for some reason, I'm coming in raspy. I tried to clear my throat. I tried coughing it out, but
You got some water if you need it.
I've been sipping it. I don't know what's going on. But I think Sam is going to come in and do color to give you guys the best possible broadcast after this inning.
Well, you're oh so close to making it to the end, just as the Metro South County Braves are. They're going to call upon Ben Smallwood, native of Fairfax, Virginia, not too far from here, and he is a Marymount Saint. Someone Ryan Mariani is probably familiar with, as Mariani, the pitching coach for the T-Bolts, also went to Marymount.
Fairfax, Virginia is the local county. Fairfax County, where South County, the stadium tonight, is located in, my county. I know really a lot of the local guys here, so pretty cool just to see a lot of guys from this area, especially from the Aces and from the Braves.
Kind of making the rounds on your roots. And Polizzi now with a huge opportunity, and he pops it up. That might go foul. Third baseman backtracking it. It's going to fall.
A huge yes from all the guys running the bases.
Yeah.
As another opportunity for the Thunderbolts.
So Robert Kelly was backtracking that. It was a bit of a Bermuda Triangle from the shortstop for the Metro South County Braves, Nadav Macklin, as well as left fielder Matt Wright was charging in on it, but none of them come up with it. So Polizzi's going to have new life here in this ball game.
That could be a what-if moment if the Thunderbolts can cash in here.
No doubt about it. They will think back to that play quite a while. Next pitch to Polizzi is a ball. Polizzi just got here recently. A new addition to the team, joins a crowded outfield mix. He'll take ball two.
Just a huge at-bat. Not just in this game, but in the season of the Thunderbolts. Every team makes the playoffs, but for seeding purposes, this is one of the teams that is in your area. You'd love to just come away with a steal here in South County.
Can they be the comeback kids once again? Polizzi fouls it away.
I like that hack.
That was a good swing. Clearly looking to do some damage. Cam Baker is on deck. He would have the chance if it got to him, and the deuces are wild. 2 balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs. T-Bolts trail 7-4. They've continued to chip away at the lead. He takes strike 3. So a huge pitch made by Ben Smallwood to get out of the inning and bail out Gary Aarons. So the Metro South County Braves escape danger, and they'll go to the bottom of the 6th, still holding a 7-4 lead.
AFI Silver Theater. The AFI Silver Theater and Cultural Center in downtown Silver Spring presents the best in American and world cinema. They show classic American mysteries from the black and white era, as well as the most modern digital content from around the world. The AFI Silver Theater also features filmmaker interviews, panel discussions, musical performances, and more. The AFI Silver Theater at 8633 Colesville Road in Silver Spring is a proud supporter of your Silver Spring Tacoma Thunderbolts. COA. COA Sports in Gaithersburg, Maryland is committed to shaping kids' lives through sports. COA Sports aims to develop each child to their full potential as an athlete and as a person. They also help your student athlete in the classroom, on the playing field, and anywhere in between. Learn more about COA Sports at coasports.org. COA Sports is a proud supporter of your Silver Spring Tacoma Thunderbolts.
Bottom of the 6th. Franco Pastella, this is his game right now. Looking to... Looking to provide some bulk innings for the T-Bolts, and we'll get back to the action here in Lorton, Virginia. Patrick Moran joined alongside Sam Bergstrom now. Sam, you have been watching this game very closely. What have you seen out of these T-Bolts as the game has progressed on?
Well, you know, a lot of things have not bounced their way, a couple unlucky plays, but I think overall they're keeping their composure and they're looking to chip away here, you know. Big plays like that Iden Prell infield single and the Sam Camacho walk, they go a long way in this one.
Strike 1 from Pastella on the DH Colin Lott, and now he evens it up 1-1. It'll be 4, 5, 6 in the Metro South County order for this inning, as next pitch is downstairs, ball 2.
You know, a lot of players are definitely showing passion out there on the field, of course, you know. All the guys, they want to make the easy plays, but the easy plays, they aren't so easy all the time.
Definitely think the T-Bolts still have a shot in this game. So that runs the count to 3-1 on a pitch upstairs from Pastella. 3-1. In there, strike 2. Pastella definitely has the advantage in a left-on-left. And Colin Lotz had to do that twice today. He struck out twice against the lefty, Zach Bortner. And he punches him out, strike 3. Pastella finding his groove. And he freezes him with a really nice pitcher's pitch for strike 3.
Absolutely. Pastella looking poised as ever there. Of course, was inserted in a tough situation with the bases loaded. He has, without a doubt, been stifling here tonight for the T-Bolts.
First pitch to Aiden Albright in there for ball 1. Next pitch misses, ball 2. That one downstairs, ball 3, so Aiden Albright, who's been on base twice today, one pitch away from reaching for a third. But he takes strike one. Pistella says not so fast.
Yeah, Franco really in a rhythm, moving fast in between his pitches. Wants to keep that arm hot.
That will be hit to left field. Dragging it back is the left fielder, Griffin Puvel, but it hits off his glove. Not able to secure it, and Albright hits the scuba celly on second base.
Yeah, really nicely pieced ball there by Alba. It was a tough play by Puvel. Did get some leather on it, but in the end was not able to corral it. And all of a sudden, man on second, one out for Pistella. Let's see how he responds.
So Albright halfway home to the cycle. And Pistella now checking him back. No one holding, though. That pitch in the dirt a little bit for Matt Wright.
Wright 2 for 3 on the day with an RBI.
They can't hear Sam.
I think we're good. That one downstairs, ball 2. To the man out of Furman College. Stella with that sidearm angle fires in strike one.
Perfectly placed fastball right there, right on the bottom right corner of the zone.
Matt Wright looking to make things right, as Pistella does step off for a hot minute there, thinking about picking off the runner. Now the 2-1 misses for ball 3. So Wright is in a leverage count, 3-1. See if he has the green light to swing. He does, and he hits that one out to left field, similar spot. Both Baker and Puvel give it chase, but Baker is the one to come down with it. A really nice drive out to left center, but the T-Bolts record out number 2.
Yeah, redemption there for the Thunderbolts outfield. At first, Puvel not able to corral the ball in left center, but Baker able to keep things cooking here at a mild temperature.
Next man up, Caden Behan will take ball 1. Low in the dirt. And they don't get him.
Thunderbolts dugout wanted that one. Pistella with a beautiful pickoff move. But the tag by Kim just a smidge late. I mean, we're talking inches.
That was oh so close. A great look from Pistella on the mound. Now he goes back to work on the hitter and almost hits him in the back foot for ball 2. So he's going to have to bear down on him in a hitter's count. Stella looks the runner back a couple of times, and he fires strike 1.
Pistella's ball-to-strike ratio has definitely improved from his past couple of outings. You can really tell he's starting to find his groove here with the Thunderbolts.
He has looked fantastic in this game. Runner dancing around second. So much so, it draws Pistella out of his windup. Albright trying to play the mind game with Pistella. He's got a decently sized lead. Pistella fires back again. And of course in the Ripken League, there's no limit to pickoffs. Pistella can do that at his discretion. That runner is off. Smelser's throw is there's no call. Think he's going to be safe, though. If there's no call at all, that jersey is very dirty for Aiden Albright. He's now 90 feet away from scoring a run that would make this a non-save situation. Bethesda fires in a strike, though. We're going to get a payoff pitch on the next one from the southpaw.
Yeah, Aiden's white pants aren't so bright anymore.
Yeah, they're more so brown, but that's how you know you've had a good day at the office. Swung on and missed. Quickly places a tag on him. And Caden Behan not too happy about it. Would have been nice for the Metro South County Braves to have that run, but Stella is feeling it here tonight. This is most likely his best outing of the season. If we were to look at the game logs, and we'll see if he comes out for the bottom of the 7th. T-Bolts still trail 7-4 after they strand a runner on third.
Parkview Capital. Parkview Capital believes your financial strategy should reflect more than numbers. It should reflect you. As a trusted investment advisory firm, Parkview Capital partners with individuals and families to build and protect wealth. Parkview Capital personalizes strategies rooted in your values and long-term goals. Whether you're growing your portfolio or preserving a legacy, Parkview Capital crafts a clear, customized path to your financial future, one that evolves you. Parkview Capital, a proud supporter of the Silver Spring Tacoma Thunderbolts. Finn Family Group. Dan Metcalf has long been a supporter of the Silver Spring Tacoma Thunderbolts. Now he's at a new location, the Finn Family Group of Perennial Real Estate. If you want to find that perfect home in the perfect community, the Finn Family Group is for you. The Finn Family Group believes in community, and they bring that sense of community when working with clients to find homes in the Silver Spring Tacoma Park area. Call them today at 301-450-6999. That's 301-450-6999. The Finn Family Group, a proud supporter of the Silver Spring Tacoma Thunderbolts.
Well, Sam, I know that the Thunderbolts bats are coming to play here in the top of the 7th, but I feel like we got to hit on Franco Pistella's outing so far, and we'll see if he comes out for the bottom of the 7th. But 2 1/3 innings, 2 hits, no runs allowed, 1 walk, 4 strikeouts. I think this is easily the best we've seen out of the left-hander coming from Oberlin.
Yeah, without question, Pistella doing just a precious job of placing that fastball in the zone. He's rung up 2 batters looking as a result of it. Has surrendered the extra base hit, the double. But on the flip side, he has gotten 2 flyouts and a groundout today.
And very important for him to throw those 2 complete innings so far, 2+ innings, if you will, after Bortner only went 2 himself. And it'll be 4, 5, and 6 for the T-Bolts. Cameron Baker to lead things off after Marco Polizzi struck out to end the top of the 6th. Baker took a 1-0 pitch. He now waits on the next one. Leaves it up 2-0.
Baker, as we said, made that catch in center field just a moment ago. Let's see if the defense can carry on to offense here with a righty out of Indian River State.
That pitch lands for strike 1. Metro South County Braves now have to protect a closer lead than I'm sure they would like it to be, as this game has a difference of just 3 runs. The 2-1 in there as Smallwood has fired back-to-back strikes.
We've seen some crazy comebacks in the Cal Ripken League this season. T-Bolts, of course, have been on the losing end of a couple, but they've also been on the winning end of a couple. Big example is the Alexandria outing they had earlier this week.
2-2. Swung on and missed. Strike 3. So that is a key out number 1 as we get to the last third of this ball game. Smallwood able to rack it up. And now it turns over to fellow outfielder Griffin Pouvel. Swung on and missed for strike one to Puval.
And after that Gabe Pegues home run, Puval jokingly said in the dugout, "You deserve a steak dinner for that one." And, revealed that Pegues is actually either a vegetarian or pescatarian, but he does not eat steak, that's for sure.
Interesting. Well, he's got to square it up somehow as Puval takes strike two. And that was a phenomenal swing from Pegues. I feel like you owe him something now. He's tied with Trent Lopez for the team lead in homers at 2. That will skip in the dirt for ball one.
Can't wait to get Lopez back in the lineup. He's certainly been one of the brighter spots for the Bolts this season.
Well, he hasn't seen a ton of action, unfortunately, but when he has, my oh my, does he make an impact. That is swung on and missed. Strike three, back-to-back swinging strikeouts for the Metro South County Braves. And they look like they're locking down things quickly here in this one, not giving the Thunderbolts any chance.
Yeah, Ben Smallwood really doing some stellar work on the mound here. I know we praise Franco Pistella, but Smallwood is really making good work at that strike zone.
Especially coming into a bases-loaded situation and getting the punch out to get his team off the field. Mullen Cutney fouls the first pitch away in his at-bat. Cutney, the UMBC retriever, native of Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania, as he pops one up. That will be caught out in right field by Aiden Albright. And the T-Bolts go 1-2-3 with a pair of strikeouts here in the top of the 7th as they still trail 7-4, looking to climb back into this ball game. We'll bring it to the bottom half of this inning. The Metro South County Braves coming up, but first, a word from our sponsors.
Athletic House. Athletic House on 18952 Bonanza Way, Gaithersburg, is a promotional product distributor making mugs, pens, and t-shirts for advertisers. The Athletic House can supply your company with every possible promotional product from 3,000 suppliers. With so many ad specialties available, Athletic House can help leave a lasting impression with your customers, and they will create long-lasting relationships with your clients. Athletic House, a proud supporter of the Silver Spring Tacoma Thunderbolts. Radial Tire Company. The Radial Tire Company on 9101 Brookville Road in Silver Spring specializes in balancing, repair, and installation of your car's tires. The Radial Tire Company has experienced technicians with a commitment to quality service, advanced equipment for balancing and installation, and comprehensive repair options. The Radial Tire Company on 9101 Brookville Road in Silver Spring, a proud supporter of your Silver Spring Tacoma Thunderbolts.
Well, without even knowing that Franco Pistella was going to come out of this game, when I read his stat line, that'll be it. So a great 2 1/3 innings for the left-hander out of Oberlin College. Now it'll turn over to Michael Presky, rising sophomore at Cecil Community College.
And what better guy to relieve Pistella than Presky? I mean, this guy had a great outing last night against the Bethesda Big Train. Had a stellar 6th inning where he, of course, brought out the signature grunts, much to the demise of the Bethesda batters. And as we said on this broadcast time and time again, Presky just one of those guys that brings immaculate vibrations to the dugout.
Yes, he does. Always shows up to the yard with a smile on his face. And there's a lot to be said about that. Spent last summer with the Silver Spring Tacoma Thunderbolts. Got 10 strikeouts in 10 2/3 innings on the mound. And now in year 2 here in Silver Spring Tacoma, he is having a solid season. Native of Chesapeake City, Virginia, so he's pitching in his home state. And of course, we have to talk about Michael Presky. Or when we're talking about Michael Presky, we have to talk about his host family, which has been so gracious in tuning in, supporting him as he lands a first pitch strike to James Robinson, who's been doing the catching today. Next pitch in there, strike two. So Presky already has a feel for the zone. He's got 11 2/3 innings with 10 Ks this season so far. So he's going to surpass his totals from last summer. That pitch in the dirt, ball one. Nice bender from Presky.
Is the host family the official Mike Presky fan club?
Yes, that is correct. Probably fans of the year, honestly, with how much they support their guy. They're always tuning in. That check swing, he did not go around. So James Robinson stays alive, avoiding his second consecutive strikeout. Playing on a well-lit field here in Lorton, Virginia. T-Wolves trail 7-4, looking for Mike Presky to limit damage, as that pitch was right around the zone.
And you know, Patrick, I was doing some social media work, but the camera really did not do a justice. It was just an absolute gorgeous sunset tonight in Lorton.
I wholeheartedly agree with you. Brian and I, looking at it from this angle, were in awe of it. That next pitch is ball four. So Presky had him on an 0-2 count, but unfortunately could not put him away. And just like that, the leadoff man for the Metro South County Braves here in the bottom of the seventh is on. And it'll be Robinson for Robinson. Meet the Robinsons, will you? Both of them have touched first base 3 separate occasions in this matchup. James with 2 singles and now a walk. His third time reaching base, and his courtesy runner will do the grunt work for him. Chip crease. Hey. Chip crease made a bunt attempt. Seemed like he made a full commitment to it, but they did not call a swing.
Looked like the Thunderbolt dugout was a bit upset with the lack of attention the second base umpire may be paying attention to here.
That one is in there for a strike, though, on Chip crease. Pretty cool nickname. He goes by Chip. Real name Christopher. By the way, he is a junior as well. He lays down the bunt. Presky will not make a play. Not caught by Cutney over at first base. So Crease, who was looking to advance a runner, now gets on himself, putting men on first and second.
Well, the Thunderbolts have been chipping away at this lead for the last couple innings, but Chip will have no more of it, it seems.
So 2 men on for Presky. Lineup turns over to Nadav Macklin. Let's see what the Seahawk can do. Another square to bunt. He does pull it away, though, in time. Presky now has to work around some traffic with nobody out. Metro South County could be getting some important insurance runs here in this game. Cutney wary of the bunt. He's coming in. And they're going to call a strike that time. A full attempt from Macklin at the plate. It's remarkable how Macklin has been able to come stateside and play baseball. He's at Paris Junior College in the JUCO ranks. Pulls back the bunt attempt for ball 3. He had a .350 average this past season playing in Texas. And a cool logo, might I add. Looks like the Dragons. 2-1. Bunt gets laid down again. There is Prell at first. Really nice fundamentals. Scutney did have to charge in on it in case it was needed, but Presky fielded it, and Prell knew to cover first. However, in the process, the Metro South County Braves able to advance each runner, putting men on second and third.
Well, everything is bigger in Texas, they say, but sometimes it's the small plays that count. And the Dove able to lay down a beautiful bunt to advance the runners.
That is true. So now they're going to bring the infield in. Kootenai, Prell, Kim, and Camacho are most likely going to come home with any ground ball. And a really big block behind the plate by Kai Schmelzer, just able to follow it into the ground and keep it in front of the plate. It'll be Robert Kelly at the plate. No better man to have up, who has produced so many RBIs this season. Presky lands a breaking ball for strike one. Braves would love for Kelly to come through with more RBIs in this spot, and he does. One run will score. Chip Crease coming in. He is out. The T-Bolts cut down another run at the plate. But once again, a great relay from this Thunderbolt squad from left to home, started by Griffin Puvel. And Ben Robinson does score, the courtesy runner of James Robinson. But the T-Bolts cut down that second runner.
Just a beautiful relay from the T-Bolts, who had a couple great relays last night against Bethesda. Seems like, for whatever reason, third base coaches love to run on this outfield, and the Thunderbolts make them pay time and time again.
Now it'll be Julian Lemper-Turkshire with an RBI chance. 2 outs for the T-Bolts as he swings and misses. Strike one from Michael Presky.
And Puvel really doing a good job of redeeming himself after the missed catch or an inning earlier, and able to fire a strike to Schmelzer for the assist.
Runner's going. Kai does block it well behind the plate, but Robert Kelly's going to get third, no problem. I'm sure the Thunderbolts will take that trade, though, since Kai blocked it and Kelly was in motion. He likely would have scored on a wild pitch or passed ball. The 1-1. Swung on and missed, strike two.
Schmelzer, I mean, it's not going to show up in the box score, but the guy is doing just a beautiful job behind the dish, blocking those pitches and saving the wild ones.
Him and Kelleher have done a fantastic job this season behind the plate, just working with the pitchers and doing the dirty work. And that pitch in the dirt ball, too, making the Deuces wild on the scoreboard. 2 balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs. Now a 8-4 ball game here at South County High School in Lorton, Virginia, with the Braves hosting the T-Bolts. 2-2. Swung on and missed, strike three. So Presky does allow a run, but gets a punch out to complete the frame. And the T-Bolts, the deficit's still not impossible to come back from, only down by 4 as we go to the top of the 8th.
Chuck Levin's music. Chuck Levin's Washington Music Center at 11151 Veers Mill Road in Wheaton has been serving Washington musicians since 1958. Chuck Levin's is a family run, and his family and is famous for instrument sales and its repair facilities for guitars, woodwinds, brass, strings, and electronics. Open Monday through Saturday from 10 to 6. Chuck Levin's Washington Music Center at 11151 Veers Mill Road in Wheaton. A proud supporter of your Silver Spring Tacoma Thunderbolts. Wild Bill Sports. Wild Bill Sports is all about travel baseball and fun. At Wild Bill Sports, travel baseball is the journey players take to develop skills, increase confidence, and grow with integrity, both on and off the field. Wild Bill Sports also promotes community engagement and giving back. Contact Wild Bill Sports at wildbillsports.com. Wild Bill Sports, a proud supporter of your Silver Spring Tacoma Thunderbolts.
So I believe this substitution was made a little bit earlier in this ball game, but Aiden Simoneau, pardon me if I'm mispronouncing that, the sophomore out of Woodbridge, Virginia, and Marymount Saint, is at first base. This will be 7, 8, 9 in the T-Bolts lineup coming up, as they have 6 more outs to play with here in this game. Smallwood still sticking on the mound. He's looked great so far. And if it ain't broke, don't fix it for the Metro South County Braves. Given there's no batting gloves will stand in. He's 2 for 2 off the bench. He will jump on the first pitch and pop it up. Center fielder charging in on it. And Julian Lemper-Turkshire will make the catch.
Yeah, Kim's had a gritty day up to this point, and as you said, jumped on the first pitch.
Good look there from Matthew Kim, but couldn't get a hold of it.
Despite the fly out, the dugout saying that's still my man.
It is. Going on and miss strike 1 to Aiden Prell, pardon me. Hey, that's your guy. You said he was first invite to the barbecue, first man at the barbecue. So, gotta stick to your guns there.
Maybe we'll make a steak dinner for Gabe while we're there.
Fire up the grill and grill a steak. Ball 1-2. Aiden Prell.
I'm sure Josh Erd can chef it up.
Josh Erd can do anything he wants. Seems like he's just a man that'll do anything. You only live life once type of mentality. As Prell pops it up to center field. That one is a lot longer of a run for Julian Lemper-Turkshire. But that'll be out number 2. A nice piece from Prell, just doesn't result in the hit. Now 4 outs left at the plate for the T-Bolts. Last man up, Kai Schmelzer. After back-to-back flyouts from the T-Bolts, the backstop will take strike 1.
Schmelzer coming off perhaps the best defensive inning from a T-Bolt in this game back in the bottom of the 7th.
Made some huge stops, not allowing the lead to get much bigger than it is. That pitch misses ball 1. Still an 8-4 game. 2 outs in the top of the 8th. T-Bolts have no men on. And their second to last opportunity to get some runs across. Schmelzer will take ball 2. Two one on its way. That will be a single. Takes a couple of skips into center field. And just like that, Kai Schmelzer turns the lineup over. Rising freshman going to Gulf Coast State. Really doing a job right there.
Gotta feel good for Schmelzer, who was 0 for 3 up until that point with a strikeout. Finally able to put the barrel to the ball, excuse me. As you say, bounce one up the middle.
Seems as if you're taking a page out of Brian's book. Barrel to the bat. But regardless, lineup turns over. Gabe Pegues, the man of the hour. He's 2 for 3 with a walk and a out of the park homer. He waits on the 1-0. In there for a strike. It's been really interesting to see him translate into a center field role when it seemed like he was going to be a corner outfielder this season, but T-Bolts needed him to be the captain of the outfield, and he answered the bell.
Especially with the absence of Caleb Sturdivant, who is first base coach today. I don't know if we brought that up today, but Sturdivant out with the arm contusion has been guiding the T-Bolts on the base paths.
Of course, Pegues getting a day off his feet today. But, of course, you mentioned Caleb Sturdivant doing anything he can to help the team. That'll be smacked by Pegues over to Chip Crease at second. He'll make an easy toss on a first. And now the Metro South County Braves are 3 outs away from wrapping up this game in the field. And Michael Presky will take the mound for his second inning of work as the T-Bolts are still down 8-4 here in Lorton, Virginia.
Jay Hollinger's Waterman's Chop House. Jay Hollinger's Waterman's Chop House at 8606 Colesville Road in Silver Spring serves up Chop House classics, fresh seafood, Chesapeake Bay oysters, a raw bar, and hyper-seasonal local produce. It has one of the best bars in downtown Silver Spring, serving craft cocktails, beer, and wine. Jay Hollinger's Waterman's Chop House at 8606 Colesville Road in Silver Spring. A proud supporter of your Silver Spring Tacoma Thunderbolts. Fetch Pet Care. Fetch Pet Care at 10111 Colesville Road in Silver Spring is your premier in-home pet care service. From dog walks, cat care, overnight stays, pet sitting, and medication administration, Fetch Pet Care provides services tailored to meet your pet's individual needs. Fetch Pet Care at 10111 Colesville Road in Silver Spring. A proud supporter of your Silver Spring Tacoma Thunderbolts.
Well, this seems to be Michael Presky's game to close out. He's going in for his second inning of work.
I'd say this song just about fits Presky's play style. Just a Gangnam style way of going about it.
No doubt about it. He is a happy-go-lucky type of guy. Always so nice to him, he's always so nice to us on the broadcast. I would think that he's one of the first name. I know we anointed Matthew Kim as the first name of the barbecue, but Presky is certainly, I think, top 3 for me.
He's definitely dishing up the desserts, let's say that.
I like that vibe. He definitely gives that. He would make some, or he would bring some good desserts. Do you think he'd go buy them or just make them?
A little bit of both.
A little bit of both, okay. Kind of seems like a simple guy to me. He'd bring like the simple classic that everyone would enjoy. His first pitch to kick off the bottom of the 8th is in there for strike 1. Colin Watt, who's got a hat trick on the day, will swing and miss at strike 2. One pitch out from a golden sombrero, as some might say.
Presky went to the breaking ball, both of those first 2 pitches. Let's see what he goes to here on number 3.
Might go to the fastball since he's got the hitter off of it, but he misses the zone for ball 1. Had a pitch to mess around with there. So he was in a pitcher's count. That one is grounded over to second base. Aiden Prell picks it up, fires onto Nolan Kootenai for out number 1. Really nice play from the second baseman. So Aiden Albright will come up in this game. He is also at VMI. You can see it on the helmet. Some players like to rock a team helmet. Team will have a couple of those on deck, or they'll bring a college helmet from their collegiate season. Aiden Albright takes strike 1 there to start his at-bat. Presky looking to keep the score right where it is. That will be a single deposited into left field. Griffin Pouvel picks it up, tosses it into Matthew Kim, who then goes to Aiden Prell. And just like that, the Metro South County Braves have a 1-out base runner.
It seems like every hit against Presky thus far tonight has resulted in it landing in left field, and I suppose that's an act with some of his pitches that players are able to pull him.
Presky's first pitch is tapped up the middle. Matthew Kim does not have a chance at 2, but he will get 1. Very well done by the second baseman turned shortstop. He definitely has the chops to be the captain of the infield. And you could see it right there, having the wherewithal to not force a double play and instead go to first for out number 2.
I mean, did you see the speed of his legs as he charged it on that ball? I mean, it seemed like they were moving in about 10 times speed.
He is a fast guy. We saw him only take 2 bases on 1 pickoff overthrow. First pitch from Presky will miss for ball 1. That is popped foul just off the top of the netting here at South County Stadium.
It may not seem like it, but this is going to be a dire out for Presky, especially with James Robinson on deck. 2 for 3 on the day. Do not want runners on first and second while already down 4 here in the 8th.
Hayden Simonu will have to wait for a pitch as Presky made an attempt to pick off the man on second, Aiden Albright. He looks him back. Albright has a decent lead. That swung on and missed for strike 1.
Yeah, that one sounded like it tipped into the glove of Schmelzer. Fortunately, only 2 strikes thus far, so Presky's going to have to do it again.
Presky's got lively stuff, and he's been around the zone. As Albright takes off for third, that's a swing and a miss. Strike 3, they have no concern for Albright, as that was out number 3. Very well done by Presky to come out of the bullpen and be the third arm to come out in multi-inning relief here in this ball game. He has really grown as a pitcher on the mound, and it's been great to watch him truly develop. We'll head to the top of the 9th. Last call for the T-Bolts bats as they try and get back in this ball game.
Tacoma Torch. The Tacoma Torch, founded in 2019, brings laughter and a sense of fun to residents in the Tacoma Park and DMV. The Tacoma Torch features satirical articles about the region that those with a sense of humor can appreciate. Send a headline or idea their way to tacomatorch@gmail.com and watch what they do with it. The Tacoma Torch is on the web at tacomatorch.com. Tacoma Torch, a proud supporter of your Silver Spring Tacoma Thunderbolts. Nando's Peri Peri Chicken. Nando's Peri Peri Chicken on 924 Ellsworth Drive in Silver Spring is the best chicken in the world because it uses peri peri sauce. From chicken on the bone to wraps and sandwiches, along with salads and veggie options, Nando's is your choice for great food. Nando's Peri Peri Chicken on 924 Ellsworth Drive in Silver Spring, a proud supporter of your Silver Spring Tacoma Thunderbolts. And as we said, Nando's is having a promotion on Monday, June 29th, from 4 to 9 p.m. Be sure to enter code NANDOS 2026 when ordering at the table, cashier, online, or in the app at 924 Ellsworth Drive in Silver Spring. Once again, that code is NANDOS 2026. We hope to see you there.
Well, with 3 outs left for the T-Bolts, they're going to have to make some magic happen. Michael Presky had a great 2 innings out of the bullpen, 2 innings pitched, 3 hits, 1 earned run, 1 walk, and 2 strikeouts. The Metro South County Braves are going to make one last call out of their bullpen for lefty Evan Nix. They've gone right left in this ball game, and Ben Smallwood did a heck of a job out of the bullpen, tossing 2 1/3, 1 hit, shutout baseball with no walks and 3 Ks.
And Patrick, if the Thunderbolts can put up 14 runs in an inning, I think that this comeback is more than manageable here in the top of the 9th.
First pitch from Nix, in there for strike 1. On Sam Camacho, the Clarion Golden Eagle. Next pitch misses for a ball.
The Eagle has been looking to soar his wings all season. Has yet to cash in on that home run. He has had multiple deep flyouts.
One. Misses for ball 2, and Nix has not seen a save situation this season. He has no saves, but in 3 appearances, 7 innings pitched, he's 1-1 with 5 strikeouts and a 1.29 whip. Camacho swings and misses at strike 2, and of course, what do you know? Another guy that's going to go to VMI. I've seen Gary Aarons in this game, Aiden Albright, a VMI guy, and now Evan Nix joining the ranks.
Now, I wasn't here earlier. What does VMI stand for exactly?
It is the Virginia Military Institute.
Ah.
So that pitch missed low for ball 3 to Sam Camacho. But what makes it unique is that if you go to VMI, you can just get a regular education. It is non-binding to the military. So if you want to have that option, Sam Camacho lines it right to third base. Hit it on the screws. But Robert Kelly was there to make the catch. And as Camacho goes back to the dugout, he's going to pass on some helpful tips and tricks to Marco Polizzi. So yeah, you can, maybe you have the intent of going into the military when you go into college, but maybe you have somewhere in the back of your mind that that's not going to happen. Go to VMI. That pitch misses a little bit up for ball 1. Polizzi came into this game for Jonah Acosta, who was the starting right fielder, but now a favorable matchup for Polizzi, right on left. He will hit it out to the shortstop. He's going to run it out, and I don't know what happened there between the shortstop and second baseman Chip Crease and Nadav Matchlin. That does not appear to be Matchlin. Matchlin got pulled from this game. That was Robert Kelly at shortstop.
Yeah, the gap between Crease and Kelly just kept shrinking, and then when it was all said and done, the ball was through the center.
So Marco Polizzi gets on with a single. It did go up the middle. Cam Baker takes a big hack at strike 1. believe that's going to be Ben Robinson over at third. So the Metro South County Braves lose their designated runner privileges, as Ben Robinson was the runner for James Robinson. Swung on and missed strike 2 to Cam Baker. Great to see Polizzi see one get through. A newer addition to this team. Might be hard for him to crack the lineup at this point in the season when the T-Bolts have guys that they've seen a lot more of, but Millersville, a lot of pedigree in the D2 ranks. That one's going to miss for ball 1.
Marco, the third Marador on this team, along with Brady Grimes and Caleb Sturdivant.
And, of course, Donis Rodriguez on the Crop Dusters, also a Marauder in the PSAC. Runner on first, 1 out, 1-2 count. T-Bolts down 8-4 here in this game. Baker looking to make an impact. He's 0 for 4 on the day. Takes a pitch that just misses for ball 2.
That was a borderline ball, Patrick, I thought. In the back of my mind, I thought that was going to get called a strike, but looked like it just snuck above the zone. Thankfully for Baker, gets another shot.
Baker will definitely take it. Just get a 2-2 count with 1 out here in the top of the 9th. He will not go. Robinson did appeal for a check swing, appeared to be the only guy to do so. But Baker able to hold it up just enough. How big would it be for Cam Baker to reach base for the first time in this game? He will take strike 3.
That one's gotta hurt. Of course, after that ball snuck above the zone, that one just clips the top. Or so the umpire says. And now the T-Bolts are down to their final out.
So Baker will not reach base. Goes down looking. Now the last chance for the T-Bolts. Griffin Pouvel will foul one away at the plate.
Pouvel 1 for 4 today with the K. Has made a couple great plays in the outfield as well. Of course, with the assist to Schmelzer a couple innings ago.
He knows how to start a really nice defensive relay and lays off of ball 1. Pouvel does have a hit in this game, as well as a stolen base. He'll take strike 2. He kind of backed off of it.
T-Ball dugout does not agree with that call.
It's been a subjective zone, it seems like all game long. But, hey, you got to adjust. That pitch outside, ball 2, to keep the hopes alive for the T-Bolts. They're hanging on their last chance in this game. Evan Nix has done a good job to shut things down. Deuce is wild, and that is swung on and missed for strike 3. Really nice job by Nix to close it out for his first, I guess it was a non-save situation now that I think about it. T-Bolts were up by 4. Or the Braves were up by 4, pardon me. So, an official win in the books for Metro South County, as the T-Bolts drop it in Lorton, Virginia. Really nice job there at Metro South County. A really well-played game overall. And the T-Bolts had to dig into that bullpen.
Yeah, and I mean, a bang-bang play, a bang-bang game overall. A lot of close plays in this one. And, of course, the Thunderbolts, you know, they only, oddly enough, they only cashed in a run on a hit once with the Gase home run. All their other runs came courtesy of errors, walks, as well as wild pitches. And, of course, you know, both teams committed an error. I wouldn't say that was the defining factor in this one. It was just, you know, a couple balls that got under the T-Bolts, a couple of calls that did not go their way, as we saw in that last at-bat. And definitely a tough one to drop, but only onward and upward from here. Of course, the Thunderbolts came off a gritty walk-off win against Bethesda. However, they do drop this one.
So by a final score of 8-4 here in the game for the Silver Spring Tacoma Thunderbolts, had a couple of things not go their way. But they'll be back at it tomorrow in Olney, Maryland, taking on the Crop Dusters yet again. Feels like we've gone to First Responder Field quite a bit. And
it's the place to be on a Friday night, Patrick.
It is. They cultivate a lot of good vibes, a lot of good crowds out there. So we'll be out there covering that game. Peter Kelly will be back and calling that one. And the T-Bolts just got to flush it and head on to the next one. So thank you so much for tuning into our radio-style broadcast. We hope we brought you the action to the best of our ability. So apologies for no camera here in this one. But for Brian Elves and Sam Bergstrom, I'm Patrick Moran, and we will touch base with you tomorrow. 10:25.